Holy shit, chat. We have a show today, my God. Have you guys looked at the title for today's stream? I don't think I've ever had such a wild fucking title since I've started streaming. I mean, like, I typed all this out. I'm like, what the fuck is going on, dude? Like, absolutely insane. What's up, chat? Good morning. Happy Friday. You made it. Wait, no, don't do that. Oh, I see, okay. No! Why do I look this way? No, bring me back. You know what? We were switching seats. How about that? Venus, run away! Run away while you can! Run away while you can! Wait, this is a very normal stream. Everything's very normal here. Don't worry about it. This is very average. Don't make me bald in front of the Raiders, guy. God damn it. I'm gonna go now because I'm mostly bald. God damn it, dude. Yo, what's up, Venus? How are you? Look, man, thank you so much for the raid. Oh my God, I literally just started. Yeah, you know, you came at a perfect time, a very average time for my stream. Hello, Raiders, welcome in. My name is Elara, Heavy Metal Elf, and today we are gonna be discussing news outside of VTubing. And let me tell you, I got a fucking packed show for you. But not only that, chat, not only that, skibbity. That is right. I just want to be part of your skibbity. Will you hold my gap for me? But on top of that, chat, we're on subathon day 411. Get me the fuck out of here. Get me out of here. Holy shit. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Happy Friday. What is... Oh, no. No, I thought you guys forgot that existed. No, God damn it. No, I'm talking about, have you heard people do the, I just want to be part of your symphony, but hold on, I just want to be part of your skibbity. Yeah, she does like a version of it. It's really fucking funny. Yeah, here you go, chat.
I just wanna be part of your skibbity. Yeah. Will you hold my cat and not let go? Skibbity. My style is ridiculous.
God damn it, what am I doing to myself? What am I doing to myself? I've had it unironically stuck in my head for fucking days ever since fucking Bebo said that shit again on a recent live stream. I'm like, Bebo is such a cutie. I love her, but she's so brain rotted. She's such a troll as well. So, well, Venus, how was your stream? What'd you do today? Tell me all about it. You like Poppy Playtime Chapter 5? You know, Square, I have not played Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. I'm really interested in maybe Chapter 6 or 7. You know, it's probably 6 or 7. That's what I'm more interested in, yeah.
Brother, this guy stinks.
She is the best kind of brain rot. I love her so much. My local Target sells the Skibbity Toilet figures. Oh, I've seen those. I've seen them. Come on, chat. Come on, chat. Come on, chat. It was funny. It was funny. You guys loved it. What? What do you mean? You love my jokes, chat. It was good doing Donathon for Rip. Played some Marvel Rivals and Unholy. Nice, nice. Who do you play in Rivals? Oh, yes, trust me. I know about Pokemon Red and Leaf Green. It was like... inside of my fucking Discord DMs this morning. She's like, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this. I'm like, okay. And then I actually looked into it. I'm like, oh, this is a fucking scam. What the fuck? By the way, I can use your healing magic right now. I've got strep throat real bad. Maybe lazy, it's because you're actually just lazy, bro. Nah, I hope you feel better, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. Really sorry to hear that. But today, chat, we have a lot to discuss. We're going to be talking about a crazy situation going on. It literally looks like a fucking, like, SCP. These particular, fraternity was outed for hazing, but it's almost like a creepypasta video. It's hard to really describe without you seeing it. So you guys got to see this. We're also going to be talking about some stuff going on. With that, we're going to be talking about some updates to some really crazy AI stuff that's been going on. We're going to talk about Hannah Montana coming back. And we're also going to talk about a kick streamer who was banned for having, well, yeah, he was kind of doing something on stream that was kind of, but yeah, he got banned for that. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk little updates about Mizkif, some updates about Tectone. What else are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about Twitch being stupid, Johnny Somali update for his child. We're also going to talk about NVIDIA a little bit today. We're also going to talk about Kurt Cobain, which is actually kind of crazy. Apparently, chat, there has been new evidence in the Kurt Cobain, his death, right? Allegedly, there is new stuff that recently came out where they are actually considering reopening Kurt Cobain's case, which is kind of nuts if you think about it. I'll let you know who is Kurt Cobain. You're fucking with me, right, Zero? Like, yeah, you're fucking with me, right? Like, you're kidding, right? Well, apparently, Stone, there's new evidence, so I'll show you a video about it. Yeah, so they're trying to reopen it as a homicide case, exactly, which, it's kind of crazy. My dad always said that he did not kill himself. My dad is always like, he never did that. He's like, it was definitely Courtney Love. I'm like, Dad, shut up. That's not real. And he's like, trust me, the truth will come out one day, Laura. You just wait. I'm like, yeah, sure thing, Dad. And here we are in the big 2026. And I'm like, holy shit, my dad might be right. That's actually crazy. Fuck you mean, who's Kurt Cobain? Are we old? Like, dude, everybody should know who Kurt Cobain is. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Everybody's a fucking nerd, like, of Nirvana, It's like being like, oh, I don't know who the Rolling Stones are. I don't know who Led Zeppelin is. I want to think in studio we're going to cover today is Blue Point. It is Blue Point. Really, really sad to see them go because I never played Shadow of the Colossus and I played the remake. And it was so good. And it's really sad to see them close down. So we will talk about that as well today. Quite a lot to discuss. We're also going to talk about the Discord, age verification stuff. So a lot to cover on the docket today, Chad. So I'm going to be honest. I know the Rolling Stones. I don't know any of their songs on the top of my head. Nah, nobody knows their songs. They just know who they are. Minor lies. Some people believe Nirvana is just a clothing brand. Oh my god. Fun fact, I never heard of Kurt. Kurt Cobain, the lead singer for Nirvana. The band, the grunge band Nirvana, revolutionized rock music. No big deal or anything, right, chat? They really did just no big part in anything, right? Like, I have a poster because it looked cool and it was my brother's, yeah. My brother listened to a lot of Nirvana. But, like, I grew up listening to Nirvana, like, a lot. Not even just, like, the big hits, but, like, deep cuts as well. So, they're like, oh, yeah, Nirvana. Not ever heard of them. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah, uncultured fucks. Nah, but, you don't know. It was a very big thing, right? Kurt Cobain they said that he committed suicide. And it was quite a very shocking thing, right? Back in the 90s for such a big musician that was well known to commit suicide like that, right? So a lot of people were very shocked by this. It really swept, the country at the time. Everybody was, there's always been like conspiracy theories, right? Well, there might actually be something to that conspiracy theory now because allegedly they want to open his case back up. So pretty nuts, chat. Again, that's, I don't know, that would be like, maybe like if a really big actor, like, they thought that maybe he died, and then there was like 30 years later, there's new news, and people were like, wait, what the fuck? Yeah, it's been exactly 30 years, so pretty crazy. Oh, very, very shocked. I mean, this was not, this is like, again, this was a really, really big musician, right? I mean, a really big star in pop culture. So yeah, I mean, like a big actor passes away, and then like some new stuff came out, but it's like, wait, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So, good morning. Wake the fuck up. The Kurt Cobain ART is really ramping up. Oh my god. No, that's the Phillian one. The Phillian one. Yeah, no, same here, Tuxedo. Kurt Cobain's death was a worldwide news in a year. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was a really, really big deal. So, mentions King Rat, Great Whales, Michael Jackson on trial, Johnny Depp out at Hard the Truth, Gary's new hitman. Yeah, I mean, it'd be like new like stuff coming out about Michael Jackson like so many years later. That is a great example. So, yes, that's exactly what I said, Captain. How did you figure it out, bro? What? How do you even draw that together, man? What the fuck? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I said.
If Phillian
So,
killed Kurt
very
Cobain, I
stacked
guarantee
news,
it was
stuff
mostly
today.
by accident.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Even though Phillian, I don't know how old Phillian is. Maybe Phillian went back in time. Yeah, the new evidence, it's wild. I'm like very invested in it. I called my dad this morning as I was setting up. I was like, Dad, did you hear? And he's like, wait, what? Actually, I'm like, you told me, Dad, you told me he didn't kill himself. And he's like, I told you, Elara. I told you. Like, I should have believed my dad. Today was a snowstorm. It was the first time we saw a snowstorm. Really, it's like hot as fuck here in Texas. It's like bright as fuck, clear day. He informed you thusly. Is thusly even a word? Wait a second. Thusly. Oh, another term for thus. He informed you thus. Okay, all right. I guess that is a word. Excuse me, banned for what? Who got banned for what? Oh, you're talking about the person that got banned for Seggs. Yeah. we gotta talk about that one here in a bit. That one's wild. It's a fake word, just like your name walk. You're fake word. You're a faker. So many millennials and Gen Xers are like, I know it wasn't crazy. Exactly. I'm sure they feel very, very exonerated. You know what I mean? So, we will certainly look at that. All kinds of crazy news today, Chad. I mean, normally have a good lineup for you, crazy stuff, but today is extra crazy. I mean, we have like a JoJo update. We got stuff about Toy Story 5, Nier Automata, dropping new news, which is absolutely fucking goated. I'm so excited. You guys know I love Nier so much. But yeah, apparently there is, yes, Nier Automata dropped news early this morning. I happened to see it. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? I feel like I have like a fourth sense, right? When it comes to Nier Automata, I'm just like asleep, just dead asleep. Chat. I'm like, there's Nier Automata news. Like, I just knew something. Wait a second. What the fuck is my model cut off? Wait. Why is my model cut off? Wait a second. Hold on. Wait. Time out. What the fuck? But it's not cut off here. Okay, but that's weird. Interesting. Okay, wait, I'm gonna try something here really quick. Let me see here. Is this one? Nope, that's good too. So it's only my model. That's so dumb. Hold on a second, chat. I gotta do a little fixie fix. Hold, chat, hold. Everybody hold. It's gonna be okay, chat. It's gonna be okay, chat.
We are experiencing technical difficulties. Please stay tuned.
Thank
Are we
you,
all
thank
clear?
you.
Okay, we're all clear. Great. All right, hit the red button. No, not that button!
All right, let's double check. It has not been happening for 3 months, Doomsy. I know it hasn't been happening for 3 months. You're a fucking liar. Move over, Homily. We have a new Scum Queen. Okay. Look, it's fixed, Chad. It's fixed. We're fine. We're fine. Dipsy's trying to fucking gaslight me. Brother. Hell no, dude. Dipsy's trying to gaslight me. He's like, I'm going to get through every VOD. I'm like, oh my God. Did it actually happen? Like, damn you, Dipsy. If I didn't actually set up something yesterday that I know caused that, I would actually freak out and check all of my VODs. Don't do that to me, Dipsy. Speaking of tech issues, though, guys, I really hope you would take a moment and send some love to Yomi. Yomi actually has had tech issues. Apparently, she lost. Let me go look at her Twitter because I only saw it kind of like in passing. But I think they lost. Yeah, Yomi said they lost 2 years worth of VTube studio data, bro. I cannot imagine. Oh my God. I mean, I've had something similar happen to me, but 2 years worth, chat. That is so sad. I really hope she recovers it. I mean, that is just oh my God. I cannot imagine, you know, like you know, there is like cloud saves and stuff like that when it comes to VTube Studio, but they don't always work as well. So yeah, she lost over 20 models and 1,000 hotkeys. Yeah, Strider. Trust me, I get it. Losing everything like that, it happened to me. Not last year, but the year before. I lost my hard drive failed and I lost everything, dude, and it was horrible. That's good. But yeah, it still sucks to see, right? You're like, holy shit, dude, like you lose everything, all your hotkeys, all that stuff. I mean, it took me what like 3 whole days just to get everything back up, and then another like 2 days to get it like 100%. So oh, thank you. Hey, chat. I'm cursed. Today's my curse day. No, my phone tracking tried to turn off. Oh my God. My phone tracking tried to turn off. Fuck. Don't talk about tech issues, chat. I'm gonna be cursed. Nobody talk about tech issues. Somebody sacrifice Toomsy to the scuff gods. Somebody give 20 subs. We need to appease the scuff gods. It's already starting, chat. I don't want to be into, please. Please. No scuff. I remember that happened. That was awful. Oh, it was so awful. Now I like back up my stuff constantly.
Oh, you
dude.
can't do this to me.
You know how much I sacrificed?
Timothy's been through enough. Sacrifice me instead. All right, Kendra. See you later, bro. You're out of here. We'll miss you. See you later. Oh no. Yeah, we're gonna have to call Sayu and be like, Sayu, save us, please. Please, Sayu. No, I go Sayu and be like, who the fuck are you?
But it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Like, I'm very willing to make that sacrifice, Chad. I'll do what I gotta do. Oh, no, Kendra, you're fired. That doesn't mean you get to leave, though. Yeah, no, you're just fired. You just don't have a job. Nah, but you can't leave. What's up, Kuba? How are you? By the way, Chad, did you guys enjoy yesterday's stream? Did you guys like that with Mishi? I really want to do those again, but obviously if you didn't like it, I'm not going to continue to do it. But for everybody who was here yesterday, did you have a good time? Did you kind of enjoy the full podcast style? Did you enjoy talking with somebody else? I might sacrifice my wisdom teeth. That's hurting so much heat. Quick call Spooderman to hold the stream intact. Yeah, Mishi is awesome. Yeah, I love Mishi a lot. It was cool. Loved it. Good. Okay, there we go. There's the tech issues. We're good, chat. We're good. Thank you, Toby. I really needed you on that one. But yeah, I do want to do it more in the future, so I'm glad you guys enjoyed it a lot. It's something I always had in the back of my mind, but I just haven't been able to get around to do it. So I'm really glad we did it. It was great. And hopefully we can get more guests on in the future for more shows. So I think it'll be fun. I might do it every other week for a while. And we'll see where the subathon goes. Because, I mean, like, we only have 75 hours left. I mean, chat, that's basically done. I mean, you know, like, call it a day. The subathon's basically like gonna be over tomorrow, you know? So we're gonna be good, chat. We're gonna be good. Yeah, exactly. Test the waters. Maybe I'll move it to Saturdays. I'm not sure. I got some good news and I got some bad news. Which first? All right, give me the bad news. It better not be Scott related. I swear to God, dude. Yes, absolutely. So, plenty to dive into, but chat, if you have not already, if you are a VTuber, let me tell you about something really quick. If you're a VTuber, we need to get down to a couple minutes. It was an 11 seconds, Teller. 11 seconds. We were right there, dude. And we just couldn't finish it off. But coming up next Saturday, not tomorrow, but, you know, next Saturday, right? I may be doing another tea time. So if you would like to potentially join, make sure to leave a comment there in my pinned post. I will be pulling some people later today, tomorrow, to fill in those spots. So please come on down, chat. If you want to be part of tea time, I'd love to have you. But yeah, make sure you comment on there because I'll be sending out the invites later today and tomorrow. Yeah, thank you, Kendra. I did see it. I didn't respond to it yet. I didn't want to respond to it because then I'd forget when I actually send out all the stuff. So confess your sin. She wants the tea. Exactly. Give me your tea. But today, chat, we have a lot of news to cover. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start. You guys know what to type in the chat. Everybody type news. And let's get the fuck right into it. Just a reminder, guys, we are going to be covering a lot of IRL news, a lot of non-VTuber news today. If you're looking for VTuber news, that is going to be on Sunday. And we'll talk a lot about, we'll do a little catch up on a little bit of stuff I mentioned yesterday. And then also, you know, everything else going on. We do got to talk about the things going on with a particular tweet going around that's garnered a lot of conversation around. A lot of people upset with Rep says test suit as well recently. So we'll talk about that. But first up, chat, let's go ahead and take a look here at what is going on in IRL news. Now, guys, I do want to tell you, I don't often like to get political. You know, I'm not a very political streamer. That's not my favorite stuff to cover. But guys, can we talk for a second about how the fuck that Trump has now announced that he's officially directed the government to declassify all files on aliens and UFOs? Can we just talk about that? Did he like soft confirm the aliens are real? Like, because they just declassified all of this stuff? Government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomena, and unidentified flying objects, and any and all other information connected to these highly complex but extremely interesting important matters. Yeah, I mean,
he's trying so hard to get people to forget about the Epstein files.
Well, it's kind of hard to forget about that, you know what I mean? So, again, I don't really like to get political, guys. To be honest, I thought this was really funny, but I do want to at least just mention here, because this is definitely going to be big news that a lot of you guys are going to see. Former Prince Andrew has actually been arrested in the UK for his connection with the Epstein files, arrested on his birthday. So, again, I'm not going to get into some big old conversation. I'm just going to, you know, read to you that this happened, but pretty wild, chat. Pretty wild. Yeah, well, what a fucking surprise for a birthday. So, imagine getting arrested on your birthday. But again, I'm not the most educated person about the Epstein files, but yeah, literally, it's like, all right, time to release the alien files. It's like, bro, didn't this guy just get arrested? Like, that's kind of a big deal. So, but anyway, just letting you guys know what's going on. That's all I'm really going to touch on when it comes to politics today. Again, you guys know I don't normally like to cover it, but this is a really, really big deal. So, Epstein files are a whole conversation I don't think this chat is ready to have. I know I'm not ready to have it, so we're not going to have it. So, but chat, I will tell you something that's actually pretty creepy. Very, very unnerving, actually. Meta actually has patented AI that can run a dead person's account, continuing to post and chat on their behalf it can message a video call by replicating a user's online behavior using their past data. So imagine if a family member that passed away, they're on like Facebook or something. Now all of a sudden they start posting again. I mean, imagine how fucking creepy that is, chat. I have no idea if they've already been declassified, but I would say no. If they have, well, there must be other parts, but this does seem like very like a distraction. But I'm not gonna get too deep into the the tinfoil hat on it. But I was really an anime that came out called Dead Account, dude. This is actually so fucking creepy though. Like imagine again, like a dead family member just like fucking like video calls you. Like how unnerving would that actually be, chat? Oh, has he been covering it? Yeah, because I cannot imagine, Yeah, very, very insulting to the dead. Very horrible to, disturb somebody's family as well. This is just horrible, chat. This is absolutely horrible. I don't know why you would even want to patent this. What does this accomplish? What is the point of this? Yeah, it's like an episode of Black Mirror, actually.
This is literally evil, and I don't care
Really
what
is.
their reasoning is. This can't be allowed.
Even still, Mighty, that's just creepy, dude. Like, I can understand wanting to, you miss somebody that you lost, but here is just, like, you have memories, you have pictures, you do not need this, where it's not even them, right? It's just, a fucking AI pretending to be them, right? It's just, this ain't it. I gotta tell you, chat. Now, this may not entirely be justice, right, chat? But what I will tell you is justice is I covered this back a while ago where a live streamer was banned for abusing her dog live on stream. Well, Aspen Cartier has actually been arrested for cruelty to animals. Thank fucking God there is justice in this world. Holy shit, dude. I was very worried with all this, happening, right? I'm like, okay, well, this person got banned, right? But they're actually going to do something. What is preventing this person from doing this over and over, doing it again?
John Wick did.
Exactly. So I'm very glad there was actually an investigation. She was charged, arrested, get that dog a new home. Exactly. So very happy that this went through. And they were able to serve justice to somebody that clearly does not need to actually own an animal, right, chat? In other news, guys, we also got to talk about something here recently that happened with Schlapp in YouTube. YouTube is now censoring my Roblox Predator Catch His Wife. That is right, guys. It does look like YouTube decided to put an age restriction on Schlapp's predator catching videos for Roblox, which... again, Schlepp has already had enough problems with Roblox. Now it seems like AI is going after him over on YouTube. It's just really, really crazy. But what I also want to mention here is something that's happened recently with Roblox. Has a lot of people in a tizzy. So in a research lab, we're building real-time dreaming. The ability to generate fully playable video worlds prompted from any text or image. Basically, chat, what I can tell you is this is just AI generation. It's just generating worlds with AI. But what's even crazier about this, chat, is they actually ended up using stolen assets from Claire Obscure. And the environment is the Flying Waters area. And a girl in the video is Mayali. Anyway, yeah, they ended up just stealing assets to create this video, which is just so fucked up. Take a look, chat. Mayal, okay, gotcha. Like, you just straight stole stuff. You didn't even do anything. It's so crazy that you're gonna be like, oh yeah, let's just do this like generative AI stuff, and then you literally just steal things. So that's literally E33 with a dragon. Yep, AI will change the gaming sphere. Well, this is the change in the gaming sphere, chat, that You know, everybody asked for it, by the way. Remember? I mean, I totally asked for this. You remember? You asked for it. This is the future, chat. This is what you asked for. Remember? Like, what the actual fuck is this shit, dude? So, very crazy that this came out. Of course, Roblox getting a lot of shit for it, rightfully so. Pinfall Interactive needs to sue Roblox, seriously. Absolutely, so true. But you know what else is crazy, chat? Of course, Schlep going on to talk about that Roblox has confirmed this game was created by the Canadian shooter. Well, chat, check this out. Schlep tweeting out here, a Roblox account belonging to the Canadian mass shooter was discovered by the internet forum Kiwi Farms last night. No, the answer to this is Roblox, right? But why is there not a better system to check this stuff before it is actually uploaded? I thought that they were supposed to be protecting the kids that are part of Roblox, right, chat? This has been such a huge thing, a huge endeavor that Roblox has allegedly been trying to actually deal with and help. Well, it turns out, guys, it doesn't seem like they're really actually, I don't know, doing much of anything to protect their platform at this point. Again, I feel like there's got to be a point where you're doing something that's positive, that shows that you're actually doing something to control your platform a little bit more, to scan this stuff, to double check that this stuff is not pushed out like this. I do understand that, you know, certain things are going to slip through the cracks. It's inevitable. You can't protect everybody from everything all the time, but it just, again, it feels like they constantly drop the ball, and they're not actually taking action on the things that they say they're going to take action on. So, pretty crazy that, again, we're seeing this happen time and time again. You know, I've been keeping up with the Roblox stuff going on all the time, and it seems like it just, it never gets any better, chat. You think Roblox is getting lower, unhappily surprised. Exactly, Napalm. It's really fucked, but here we are, chat. So, want to update you all about what's going on in Roblox. Of course, chat, we also going to talk about something going on with Burnt Peanut. And a lot of people are actually upset with Burnt Peanut, going on to call him a view botter. Well, pretty crazy, but Mugen actually pointed out something that I think is a very strong argument against the view botting. Mugen goes on to say there are many people, many things you could criticize Burnt Peanut for, but coping so hard you create a false narrative shouldn't be one of them. This is not a view botted channel. It's simply what happens when you blow up. If you have any doubts, still look at his YouTube channel. Well, I think this is actually a very strong point here. I mean, look at these views, chat, for life. It's so much harder to fake viewership on YouTube, right? To bot over on YouTube is a lot more difficult. You have a lot more things set up. You stop that kind of stuff. Yo, Ryan, what's up, cutie? How are you? Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. I appreciate you. Hi, Ryan. Murder inbound. Wait, what the fuck? Am I gonna be murdered? I'm kidding. Welcome in. How are you, sweetheart? Hope you're doing incredible. Yes, we are talking about non-VTuber news today. A lot of people are actually going after Burnt Peanut. You know, again, saying like, oh, like he's view botting. He's really actually not. You know, again, it's much more difficult to view bot over YouTube. It shows that he actually does just have his viewership, chat. It's real. No, it's very difficult to view bot over on YouTube. They have a lot more things in place to prevent that kind of stuff. So, Riot, how was your stream, cutie? What'd you do today? Tell me all about it. Yeah, it's notoriously more difficult to do it over there. I mean, look at all these views, right? How are you gonna fucking bot that many views? You know what I mean? So, I'm wondering if we're just gonna be the hell out of OBS. Yeah, that's a fucking mood. Dude, OBS fucking sucks. YouTube is a lot stricter with view bots. Yep. I don't personally know a single person who watches Burnt Peanut. I mean, neither do I, Darth, but that doesn't mean that doesn't happen, right? So, again, I think it's very illogical, as Mugen points out. You'd be like, oh, this person is a view botter, right? Like, they're really not, you know? So, I do understand that people view bot over on Twitch, but YouTube is a great way to kind of counteract, or to check if that is actually true or not, right? To counteract that logic. So, I think even VTuber Corpos have issues with that platform when they debut new members. Yeah, or even like Pepper, you remember when they were formerly as Idol, right? They had a lot of issues as well. Dealing with like a big influx of subscribers. A lot of their Chroma Shift, formerly their past life name. Chroma Shift had a lot of issues with their old talents as well because they blew up really quick. And a lot of people were like, oh yeah, no. So YouTube's like, well, they're botting, so take down all their accounts. I mean, remember Riki Puppet? She was demonetized for months because YouTube just could not quite get it right. They're very, very aggressive when it comes to huge influxes, botting, etc. So pretty crazy. But I do believe that Bird Peanut, at least when it comes to like YouTube, is definitely not botting, right? I just don't think he's botting at all. I just think he blew up. I think that he had a lot of support from bigger people. I diagnosed him with a cute face and pretty voice. Aw, you're sweet. Thank you. You know what? I'm gonna give you a celebrate. Thank you so much. You're very sweet. We have YouTube that's hardest to viewbot versus Twitch that's the easiest to viewbot. I mean, I would argue Kick is easier to viewbot, but that's also Kick, so who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, aw, darn. I viewbotted on Kick. Like, does anybody care if you even stream on Kick? Like, to be honest, but I know some people are on Kick and they love it, but I'm just poking fun. In other news, guys, we're also going to go take a look here at Queso's newest plushie. That is right. I might remember the same TikToker actually crocheted a big queso for Queso. Well, now Crochet Ginger is actually crocheted a 7-foot tall, 7-foot wide crocheted version of Queso, and it weighs 180 pounds. I mean, look at that. That's crazy, dude. I mean, it's really cool, but also, holy shit, dude. That's wild. Yeah, look at that, chat. That's really, really cool. Oh, yeah. Also, it comes with a butt crack. Had to include that as well, right? So, I love that so much. So, congratulations to her. I'm sure Queso is going to enjoy that when he gets it. So, now, chat, what I did want to talk about is one of our big stories today, which is like, I don't know how to describe this to you other than it looks like a fucking horror movie, but police actually discovered a very weird fraternity hazing going on at the University of Iowa. And chat, I don't really know how to like describe this to you. It looks like a horror movie. It looks like a fucking SCP. But anyway, these cops went down there and discovered this was going on. So take a look at the footage. It's kind of wild.
Does anyone want to be forthcoming on what's going on?
Hey, this stops here, guys. This is a police department. This stops here. Who's in charge?
They're upstairs.
How about we start cleaning this up. Everyone take their blindfolds off.
So I want to get this straight. They're blindfolded. They have like a weird liquid on them and they're just standing there like, what the fuck is this, dude? It's just weird.
I've already given multiple
how was it, JC? Was it any
commands
good?
to clear the room and get out of here, but no one's moving.
Yes, exactly, Darth. There might be
Really,
that
they're taking
too.
this pretty
Like,
serious.
where they're just fucking standing there all creepy.
You in charge?
Reminds
still
me of
haven't
the
found out who's in
Blair Witch
charge?
Project where they have to stand in the corner
Yep.
and wait their turn.
Where's he at?
Summit. Working on Summit.
Summit. That's cool.
So,
So,
you have
obviously,
something coming here?
yeah, the lieutenant's coming.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Definitely figure out why you wouldn't let me pass you initially.
What's up, Jabber? Thank you for following.
Question.
Welcome in,
Yeah.
sweetheart.
I get it.
Yeah, he's just casually just like fucking
I'll probably be
unloading a
calling
beer in front of
your
the
house
cop.
dad or whoever to get him here, since ultimately
Wish I could.
he's probably in charge, right? Unless someone else is in charge.
I don't have his numbers.
Yeah.
Which should be that. Yeah. Yeah. Do you guys know how the fire alarm goes?
Yeah, it's so creepy. It feels like they're like holding them like a hostage or something. Like, why the fuck would you do this? You know?
Here's the deal. From what I'm being told, this is like shutting down chapter type stuff. I need to start talking now.
It's 1 o'clock.
Yeah, that's fine. I need to talk to people.
You call Summit.
Can I call Summit?
Yep.
I'm not calling Summit.
I have no contact with Summit. You hear
You're
my
not being
voice.
very helpful.
No, they're
Nobody
not.
in here has any way to contact the guy that's in charge of this house. This is all going in their apartment. So we're only making the situation that much worse.
I have no contact.
Okay, we need to find somebody that does.
No one does. He's a house dad.
Aren't you all supposed to have contact with him?
I never see him.
Really just fucking weird, right, Chad? Like, you look at this, you're like, what the fuck is this, dude? Why are all these people, like, just chilling in this room all by themselves? I mean, it's just odd, right? So, yeah, so, wow, you really don't know what hazing is? That's actually very surprising if you didn't know what hazing is. I'm actually very shocked by that. Yeah, so hazing is basically where, like, you're basically, putting these people in really uncomfortable, situations as part of like initiation into these frats, right? It's really strange, right? But anyway, the University of Iowa's Alpha Delta 5 fraternity was suspended for 4 years until 2029 over hazing. A member who allegedly urged brothers not to cooperate with the police was charged with interference with official acts, but the charge was later dropped. So yeah, it's just like, hey, so we were gonna make you go stand in this place blindfolded, whatever, pour weird liquid on you. It's just odd, dude. It's just odd. So there is a longer version of the video here. I would actually start talking to the people. So I wanted to show you this part. It's just very creepy and weird, and I'm like, why would you do this? Luckily, they did lose their status for a few years, which is great, but nonetheless, I mean, it's just weird and creepy, chat.
Attention. Is anyone here that is against their will? Is there anyone here who is not participating in this? I.e. a leader?
Is there anyone with any sort of physical injury? No.
Huh?
This is just one of those weird, like stories happens on the internet. You're like, what the fuck is going on? And then you look at it like, why the fuck you're all just standing there like in a room without your shirts on? Like, look at that, chat. That's weird.
What's all over you guys?
It's just water.
Just water? What's on that dude's tie?
I'm not sure if some are.
You? Come here.
It's random. What does it look like?
Nope. You're gonna stand right over there.
Why?
Because I'm telling him to.
It's my house.
It's your house. You're responsible for everything that happened today. So, okay. Check in right there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure people have heard of hazing stories, like in college, stuff like that as well, right? Like, I know my brother was hazed quite a lot as well because he was part of a fraternity.
Milliken, take these two, ask them questions about what's going on their arms. So, are you responsible for the house? No? Okay, who's the house dad?
I just told you he works at f***ing Summit. Go call him. Go there.
What was his name?
Eric, I told you.
It's like a rite of passage, Mimi. It's like a initiation, so they do this shit to people.
What's going on?
No.
You're not very forthcoming with everything.
How about you ask the f***ing house dad? What are you, 30 years old?
Who we're trying to get a hold of.
Okay, go call him. Please.
Stay right there. You guys got IDs on you?
Yes, sir.
Let's take a look at them. Step back. I don't know you, dude.
This is private property. I can stay here.
Yeah, but right now we're investigating something that's going on.
What? There's nothing going on.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. If you go to a basement, there's a bunch of people just fucking standing there. It's like that scene from Weapons. Has anybody seen Weapons? With the kids, they're just like all standing in the fucking basement. It's like that, dude. Like, it's just, what the fuck are you doing? Like, yeah, of course they're gonna investigate, because they're gonna be like, what the hell is this, dude? Yeah, it feels like a fucking like horror game scene, like an SCP or some shit.
Does anyone want to be
like, look at that. That's weird.
Anyone?
Yeah, I'm not the only one, right? This is weird as fuck,
What
right?
did I just walk into?
I remember a story. Yeah, exactly. Like, even you told me a story
Celebration or
how
what?
somebody died. This is weird, right, chat? Yeah, okay, there's nothing going on. Why is everybody down in a basement, shirtless and blindfolded? Like, what do you mean there's nothing going on?
We're here for public safety at this point. What's on your arms?
Oh.
I mean, it kind of fraternities kind of are cult-like. I'm not gonna
Where
lie.
do you guys go now?
They're a little bit cult-like. This is normal. Oh yeah, this is a very normal chat. Yeah, very, very normal. It's all good here. Like, what the fuck?
That looks like blood, is it? Shining your light. Is it blood?
That's what I'm asking.
Want to taste it?
No.
Okay.
Do you see why we're here? Why we're asking questions?
I don't know. You got the wrong guy.
Why the fuck would you want to taste blood? That's weird. Yeah, I don't get it either, Nova. I just think it's odd.
I was gonna ask
But
those two
like
guys questions.
normally,
Error
okay,
Army,
don't get me
please
wrong.
report to the basement
Like-
for non-SUS activities.
Yeah.
Do not bring shirts.
Yeah, get in the basement, our army. But what I want to say is, like, normally when these situations or stuff like this happens in hazing, unfortunately it happens a lot, right, chat? And that's not something I'd really report on. But this one is just so odd and weird. I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I gotta talk about this. This is fucking
But then they all
odd.
started falling out. No, I stopped him, but he was.
Yeah, he doesn't want them to talk.
Did you pull these guys out?
No, I went to go talk to those guys, and then they started coming out.
Why did we come out?
So I said that. I said they should come out.
You said it?
I did.
So you're in charge. I know you.
You president?
Yes.
Step aside.
The officers finally speak to the fraternity president.
I'm going to tell you first and foremost, I'm a little frustrated, but we're going to get
I'm a little frustrated. Yeah, you know, I just walked in a basement or a bunch of fucking, like, half-naked people with blindfolds. No big deal. I mean, I swear to you, chat, if I walked into a house and saw that, I think it was, like, participating in, like, a fucking, like, blindfold orgy. Like, what the hell is going on, dude?
Okay. What's going on tonight?
It's their lead up to initiation.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the deal with what are we doing in the basement?
It's basically a ritual where they're blindfolded.
Okay.
And get messed with.
Okay. So the entire
Yeah, I would
time
literally
we've
just
been
turn the
here,
fuck around.
which
I'm
is
like,
now
I'm out.
been, I think
Yeah,
15,
call the
20
local
minutes,
priest. I'm
We've been
out.
demanding to speak to somebody in charge. Where nobody knows you apparently in the house.
Okay.
Nobody knows who's in charge. Like,
Yeah, they're
Here's
doing
the
that shit on purpose. Like, what do you think? You know what I mean? Like, they're not answering any of this stuff on purpose. So again, I mean, you saw, chat, their fraternity was suspended for 4 years until 2029 over the hazing. So I mean, it was very, very serious, right, chat? It wasn't just like, oh, whoopsie whoopsie, fucky wucky. Like, this was like a big deal. But I think what makes it so wild is just, again, like, you walk down there, there's just all these people just standing there like fucking mannequins, you know? Like, Markiplier be losing his mind seeing that shit. So, I don't know, chat, very weird story overall. I definitely wanted to share it with you just because I thought it was so wild. Every once in a while I run into these stories and I'm just like, man, I want to talk about it because it's so fucking weird. Only acceptable situation you would see is the mods. You keep me in your basement for a stream. Yeah, well, I mean, that is the mods, you know? How are you this morning, Ayo? What's up? In other news, guys, we also got to talk about a little bit of stuff going on with AI. That is right. OpenAI projects a $14 billion loss in 2026. Let's go. Dude, that's absolutely nuts. The AI bubble certainly begun to pop quite a bit, chat, which is good to see. Good to see. Very wild. On top of that, we're also seeing people like Disney sending cease and desist. Amara, thank you so much for the 16 months. I appreciate you. We are seeing, you know, companies like, Disney sends cease and desist to Dance 2.0 for using copyrighted characters as if they're public domain, which you guys have probably seen the Dance videos. A lot of those are very, very, honestly, they look very real. However, when using copyrighted characters, now you have bigger names stepping in to prevent that. I'm not really surprised, I'll be honest. So, but again, you can't just freely like use that kind of stuff, right, chat? Yeah, he was the house daddy. That was his name. He was the house daddy. Of course, also, chat, Just wanted to mention here for you as well. Other people having problems with YouTube going on. Like this streamer here, this creator here, Narmac, who actually has made these SpongeBob anime openings. You guys have probably seen these, right, chat? Very, very famous. I've watched these as well. Unfortunately, chat, YouTube went on to mark his videos for it as dangerous content involving minors. However, this is literally just fucking SpongeBob anime openings. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Exactly. And these have been out for years, by the way, like 6 years ago. So absolutely crazy that this continues to happen. People wrongfully getting smacked with these automated things from YouTube. I mean, you guys know my problems as well. But one that I find very ironic, chat, is this one coming from Sith Daddy Vlogs. And you're probably going to get a good laugh out of this, just like I did, chat. So let's go take a look. Sith Daddy Vlogs goes on to say, my YouTube channel, 22K subscribers within 8 months, was permanently terminated. 0 strikes, no prior warnings, no specific video cited, no evidence shown. The reason, spam, scam, deceptive practices. So this sounds really bad, right, chat? You're like, why would you terminate somebody's stuff like this, right? He says he creates original, high-quality entertainment content. I mean, surely, chat, YouTube would not just strike somebody's channel without any warning. I mean, that sounds insane, right, chat? No spam networks, no deception. Well, surely his content has to be just squeaky clean, wonderful entertainment, right, chat? Well, let's go take a look at it. Oh, it's AI content. You can't make this shit up. I can't believe my AI content got taken down. Oh, boo-hoo. No. I can't believe this. Me. Like, literally, like, if you go look at it. I mean, it's funny. It's actually kind of funny, but also at the same time, like, for you to go on and actually complain about losing your channel because you made generative AI. Remember, chat. I created original, high-quality entertainment content. No, you didn't create it. Somebody created it for you, bro. Like, you just typed in a prompt and got that. You didn't make that. Let's be real. Yeah, absolutely crazy. So I will say, chat, for every bad one, the YouTube does, like this one, every once in a while, they do get a W. So, oh, trust me, Moonrock, I read all this, I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe they did that. Oh, never mind. This makes a lot of sense. Bruh. Yeah, oh yes, I'm a prompt engineer. Like, yep. Yeah, here's the other side of the coin, chat. So, wanted to share that with you. I thought it was really funny, but it cracked me up as soon as I saw that. In other news, though, I did want to talk about this. I know this is probably going to upset a lot of people, but unfortunately, guys, YouTube is actually escalating its crackdowns on ad blockers. Unfortunately, chat, there's been, I actually went and tested this on my second computer because, hypothetically, I might have used ad blockers on my other computer. Hypothetically, chat. Well, yeah, no, they do not work anymore. YouTube is being very aggressive and making sure that you are now, not able to do certain things like use the comment sections, video descriptions are missing. They're doing everything to make sure that you pay for a premium. They do not want you using ad blockers, so... Yeah, what's up, Solo? Ask away. Well, Kuma, I don't ever use my second computer for that, so I don't really care. And I already paid for premium anyway for certain stuff for my channel, so kind of made sense, right? But, so dangerous alerts. Yeah, right, exactly. But, I know a lot of people are obviously upset about that. Nobody wants to watch ads anyway, but YouTube is really pushing to try to get you to buy their premium. So, let me know how you feel about this, chat. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know. In other news, chat, kind of crazy here, but this Twitch streamer named Jenny breaks down in tears after getting stuck on a mountain while skiing in the Swiss Alps and begs for help. He later then unfortunately passed away from hypothermia after severe weather conditions, chat. This is definitely 100% real.
Yeah. But I know, like, you have to receive it. Like, okay, let's try, Jenny. I'll find a way, and you try ski down to me, okay? I'll find like a little stop, and we take like one stop at a time, okay? You try that.
Yeah, I'll try. Huh?
And now, Chad, I want to ask you a question. Have you ever been bamboozled? Because you just got bamboozled, Chad. That's right. This is why we talked about this yesterday with me, chat. You guys have to ask questions. Ask questions, guys. Be skeptical. No, you fell for it. I was hoping you wouldn't. No, guys. This is why you gotta ask questions. This is actually entirely fake news, guys. That is right. Ginny goes on to say, oh my God, didn't know I died. Guys, even when you see this stuff, they didn't pass away from hypothermia. This video is from December 2025. The incident in the Swiss Alps, where she got stuck but survived. He responded to this post on X saying, oh my God, didn't know I died, and has been active since. Guys, anything that you see, look into it. Don't believe anything you see, chat. Be skeptical. That's right. Look, I know a lot of people fell for this, but don't fall for it, chat. Don't fall for it. Nice worshiper. Oh, good. You came at a perfect time. Here you go. I expect at least 5,000 million gifted subs now. Your trusted source you told me was real. That's right, Sigma. Gifting 1,000 subs, just do it. It's real. You can trust me. It'll only charge you $1. Big trust. I fall for your pretty voice and nice thick thighs to be pretty model. Thank you. What? Wait a second. Well, why is everybody being nice to me today? Why is everybody being like, oh, your voice is so pretty? Well, what the fuck is wrong? What's going on? Am I getting punked? Yeah, why are you guys calling my voice pretty and calling me nice? Wait a second. What the fuck's going on here? I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. I don't trust y'all. Something's wrong here. Something's wrong. And I'm scared. I'm scared, chat. I listen to you while it works, so I can agree. Thank you. You're sweet. Remember how we said I don't trust you like 3 seconds ago? Exactly. I don't give a damn about the voice. Zoom in on them nice thighs. Wow, Sham. You know, I don't give it. You know what? You're fired. Get the fuck out of here. Gabby, nice and her large. She's beautiful, caring, kind. She looks out for the VTV community's whole. She's a friend to retire her friends and she works so hard. Yomi, I demand right now, Yomi, you do me a favor. I have something I need you to do for me right this second, Yomi. Yomi, I want you to get the fuck out of my stream and go take care of yourself. Because you had one of the biggest nightmares happen to you, cutie. Dude, don't have to be here in stream. Please take care of yourself and fix your things. My stream's not that important. Take care of yourself, Yummy. Go fix yourself, please. That would make me so happy. Also, I'm really sorry that happened to you. I'm so sorry. Like, I read that. I actually read it again this morning for chat. And I'm like, please send Yomi some love. I've had that happen to me too, Yomi, and it's the worst. So, we're sending you lots of love. I hope everything's okay. But seriously, do not feel the need to lurk in my stream. Go fix your stuff. That's way more important. So, I do not need any more gifted subs, Yomi, please. You know what's better than gifted subs, chat? The return of the legend, Hannah Montana. That is right, guys. I'm not even fucking with you. Hannah Montana is back March 24th. Disney Plus, baby. I am going to be watching this frame fucking one. Bro, I'm going to be there. I'm so excited. Oh, no, me too, Sigma. Me too, Sigma. Like, I will freely admit, I watch Hannah Montana. Like, I have no problem with it. So, is Hannah and 50-year-old brother going to be there? Well, it's a 20th anniversary special, so I don't know exactly what they're going to do with it, but this is actually kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. So, there you go, chat. In other news, kind of a viral take that was going around Twitter, which I wanted to talk about. This is actually a really dumb take, by the way. No offense, but if you can't pronounce basic words, maybe content creation isn't for you. It's February, not fab, dessert, not desert, and shoes, not shoes. Learn pronunciation with Google, it's free. So you know people have like disabilities, right? Like learning disabilities, speech impediments, accents, stuff like that. Like, what the fuck? Like, dude, I mix up my words all the time when I'm tired. And I still do fine and create content. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Of course, lots of people, decided to make shorts about this. And of course, like, Natsuko says, I'm French. Having an accent is not a bad thing. Don't be scared to speak whatever your language or voice
I
is.
disagree. I am French. It's not my fault. I'm always doing my best to have the best accent in English, but I will always have my French accent.
I love her accent. Like, I love Chunky's accent. I love Rima's accent. I mean, even like Puck goes on to say, I have a speech impediment. Hold this L while I use it to make content. I mean, listen to Puck.
There's one. I want to drive my rear-wheel car. I want to drive with my rear-wheel drive car doing a wheelie over wheel. Okay, wait, hold on. I want to drive my rear-wheel car while doing a wheelie over wheel.
Bro, I can't even say that normally like that.
I want to drive my rear-wheel car while doing a wheelie over a wheel.
We love Puck. Puck is actually the one that's putting on the VR Chat Awards chat. So definitely go support them. They're absolutely incredible person. But I just thought this was such a brain dead take. I wanted to share it with you. It definitely went viral. I mean, look at this chat. You know what's bad? When you get 1,000 retweets, quotes, and 714 comments, and only 326 likes. Like, dude, you absolutely got cooked. Holy ratios, dude. Like, good Lord, this guy got cooked. So be proud of who you are, chat. Like, I cannot talk anyway. As somebody who hates their own voice, be proud of who you are. Be proud of your voice. I know it's easier said than done. Only took me, fucking years to get to that point. But nonetheless, I think that you should be proud of who you are. So, in other news, chat, we also got to talk about this kick streamer who was banned for,
hot.
Chat, I'm just gonna play the clip. Yeah, this kick streamer was banned for receiving, well, here he got a little on stream, a little. I don't know how to talk about it. I'll just show you. Look, I'm a visual learner, chat. I'm a visual learner, so maybe they'll help you with this. Oh my god.
I'm trying to.
Why are you streaming this? This is disgusting. I did not check this clip beforehand. I hope this doesn't show anything. I'll obviously stop it.
Oh, they banned me.
Really?
Mob is live.
Right, Christian, I'm way too horny.
For 2 hours.
That's your fault. No, that's my fault. No, I feel
It's
so
me,
bad.
That's actually fucking disgusting. Why would you do that? Why?
We ain't fucking bad. We ain't fucking bad. We're not bad.
Okay, we just got to dance. We can't do nothing.
Right? Yeah, chill. Alright,
No,
chill.
nothing sexual.
This is death, bro.
What the fuck, Chad? Well, just be a VTuber, you will have this problem. There's no fucking way. Oh my god.
We're gonna get banned if that happens.
Let me cover it.
Yeah, I mean, of course he deserves to get banned. Yeah, I think we'll stop right there, chat. I think you can pretty much see what is implied to be going on right now. But yeah, you absolutely you deserve to get banned 100%, dude. Like, why the fuck would you I mean, yes, I could see this happening on Kick more than other places, right? Because Kick is super unhinged. But why the fuck would you feel like it's okay to do this on stream? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, anybody could click on that. Nobody wants to watch what you're fucking doing in the bedroom. Unless maybe they pay for that. But no, otherwise, nobody wants to see that shit. Like, what the fuck, chat? Absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, and they're like, oh, yeah. No, we don't deserve to get banned. Exactly. He also looks really young, too. Like, man, I don't know. Anything for clout these days, right, chat? Anything for clout these days. Yeah, do that on a different site. But you know what's even worse, chat? My fucking tirade against the streaming drivers. That is right. The drivers that love to stream continue to do dumb shit just like this, chat. Take a look. Stop streaming and driving. Stop doing anything distracted and driving. Okay, so wait, chat. Let's analyze what's going on here. Okay, he's driving down this road, right? Okay, let's look at the road. Okay, nobody's really coming. There's a parked car. There's a parked car. It's 25 miles per hour. Okay, chat? Now I want you to guess what's gonna happen. All right? Make your best prediction while I play you the clip.
Wait, why? What are the ones for? Oh shit. Well, I just crashed my fucking car.
How the fuck are you gonna hit a motherfucking parked car? How, dude? How are you that stupid? A parked car. That parked car came out of nowhere, dude. Oh my god. It just flew up at me like, guys, please, these people that are driving and streaming, like, there needs to be something done about it. It just does not need to be allowed. This is absolutely insane that people do this shit and get away with it all the time. They get away with it all the time, chat. It's so fucking wild. That parked car just jumped right into the road. I know, that was so irresponsible of them, right? I can't believe that they parked their car right in the way of that guy driving. How dare they? So crazy, right, chat? Yep, it's worse than texting and driving. Well, okay, maybe that's not entirely true, but it's not great. It's not great, right? You don't get it. The car fell from the sky and coincidentally landed parked right in front of him. Okay, yeah. That definitely makes a lot of sense. I get it. Yeah, how did I not understand that? Can't believe the parked car drove into him. I can't believe that guy decided to park right there in front of that open, like, way, dude. That was so fucked up, right? But seriously, Chinese people continue to do this. It's absolutely ridiculous. I hope that, I know Twitch is taking a little bit of action. I hope that more people continue to take action and stop these kinds of things from going on because it's just ridiculous. Not gonna lie, only should be approved like this. Somebody did bikini stream, but they're way safer than this. Plus, they don't look at the chat till they took drinking water breaks. I mean, like, have somebody else do chat for you, you know, like, or if you're gonna reach out, like, completely pull over. I just think if you're gonna operate a car, you should not be able to operate your phone at the same time. I mean, maybe I sound like a boomer, like, saying this, chat, but legitimately, that's what I believe in. Like, you should not be able to do that. What do you mean you can stream and drive? Oh, wait, they crashed too. Yeah, exactly, because you're using your phone. Stop using your phone while you're fucking driving, period. Like, you can get in so much trouble for touching your phone while driving on base. Yeah, we'll walk. You know, everywhere else, like in Texas, people just do that shit all the time, dude. It's horrible. It's horrible. We can't even get through red lights because people sit there for like 20 seconds and then finally go because they're on their fucking phone. It's horrible. Absolutely crazy, chat. Now, something that I wanted to talk to you guys about. It's been a while. I haven't been able to really cover it myself. But of course, I gotta kind of add into my thoughts and stuff. But ever since Tectone came back, there's been a lot of discourse, right, chat? So if you guys remember, Legal Mindset actually put up coverage of him going through the documents from Tectone's court case, right? Well, a lot of people are upset about him. And of course, at Legal Mindset for covering it, he went on to say, like, hey, like, sunlight is the best disinfectant. And ultimately, that stream was taken down. Now, it has been brought back up. You can actually go and look at it right now if you want to. I don't know if there's some mass flagging or something like that. But it was taken down and was relisted. So he did win the counter against it, right, chat? But I did at least want to point that out. This did happen. He did receive a little bit of backlash for it. Legal Mindset did, for going through that stuff. From what I've come to understand, again, I don't know if this is 100% true, so take it with a grain of salt. But from what I've come to understand was he got these documents through like a Discord leak. So a lot of people were like, well, why are you using a Discord leak? Wait for them to come out officially, and he covered it early. So I think that's where a lot of the backlash kind of came from, right, chat? But again, yeah, they're messing with a lawyer. So do you really think that's going to go well for you? Like, if he had access to the files early, it's his choice to go through it if he wants to or not. I mean, I do think there's a little bit of moral obligation not to do that, especially if it's like a Discord leak. But, if he wants to do that, he can do whatever he wants, right? So, but ultimately, chat, Tectone did come back to talk about the things that happened while he was gone. So let's go take a look here at some of the, the court filing stuff that was revealed, as well as some information that was put out there as well. Oh, wonderful. I think my TTS is broken. Let me try to get on
anonymous or as easily as before the fucking ads on YT.
A new ad block will be made eventually.
Buy YT Premium. I get ads with Premium anyways.
Why am I getting random messages? Is it like catching up? Yeah, is it like
Lost
catching
in
up?
the more disturbing revelations from the transcript of Tectone's protective order hearing is the frankly insane testimony he provided regarding his schizophrenia diagnosis. He is unmedicated, has never seen a mental health professional outside of his original diagnosis more than a decade ago, and has regular hallucinations. Here were a few of the other concerning statements. 111.
So again, this is him
Lost in the more
at court.
disturbing revelations from the transcript of Tectone's protective order hearing is the frankly insane testimony he provided regarding his schizophrenia diagnosis.
Oh, thank you for reading that twice. I
has never
appreciate
seen
you,
a mental
Elara.
health
You're
professional
broken.
outside of his original diagnosis more than a decade ago, and has regular
What the fuck?
hallucinations. Here
Yeah,
were a
okay,
few of the other concerning
okay,
statements.
Elara, we get it.
111.
So there we go. Tectone testifies under oath that he has schizophrenia, which again, people can have schizophrenia and lead a perfectly normal life, chat. That's totally possible. So just because you have schizophrenia, that doesn't mean like your life is over or you're a bad person or anything like that, right? It's just you have schizophrenia, right? And you have to deal with it to be medicated, etc. Here is what Tectone had to say. All right, and you told your viewers that you're schizophrenic, correct? Yes, says Tectone. And you, in fact, Tectone, from schizophrenia, is that right? If by suffer you mean diagnosed, yes, I wouldn't really consider it suffering, okay? Tectone's diagnosis came more than a decade ago, unless he attended university very late, which is possible. He describes only one session, although it may have been several. He was prescribed back then originally. Well, who is your mental health provider that tells you this information now? My mental health provider was just a psychiatrist from New Mexico State University back in freshman year. As I just said, hey, sometimes I think I see things that aren't there. And he goes, you're schizophrenic, take these pills. Well, wait a minute. You said on your stream, the courts heard it. Yeah, that you're schizophrenic and you have your hallucinations once a month. Is that correct? And he says, yes. I remember these are the court filings, so this is just coming straight from the transcripts from the court, right? In spite of these hallucinations and the fact he was diagnosed, Tectone believes he has it under control. He only sees things like faces melting and medication in his experience has made him worse. And you're telling this court under oath that you are not seeking mental health treatment for a serious mental health condition. It's very much under control. I mean, the worst, really get is like Pink said, I'll see a face and it's like, it looks like it's melting. and you think that's okay to go without medical supervision for that. My experience with medication kind of turned me into a zombie and almost got me to end my own life. I kind of fear medication because the last time I attempted to OD. And you're aware of the consequences of being untreated schizophrenic? No. Okay, are you aware that being untreated can lead to worsening psychosis, including hallucinations and delusions? I'm sure more severe cases, schizophrenia, could absolutely do that. Well, tell me this, are you a licensed medical professional? No, ma'am. Okay, how would you know how serious or not your case of schizophrenia is? I guess it's kind of goofy. Like, there's this movie called The Beautiful Mind. And so I was like, man, this is messed up, and mine is nothing compared to that. But, you know, I hear people, like, who, like, talk to people who aren't there. I'm just like, what's that? Oh, it's God. What? Okay, are you aware that it can lead to chronic, you have neurological disorientation from getting treatment for schizophrenia? I absolutely believe that. Okay, are you aware that medication and therapy can significantly reduce your psychosis, allow for better functioning? Yeah, I absolutely believe that. Okay, so what medication are you currently taking? I just take multivitamins and fish oils, so nothing. That's it. Yo, what's up, nerdy? How are you? Thank you for the raid, Kitty. Welcome in. We are covering some non-VTuber news. So, guys, again, I'm not a medical professional anyway. You know, most of us aren't that are here in chat. But what I will tell you that I think is important is that I have actually dated somebody with schizophrenia. And I do know that it's very important, how important it is to take your medication and treat that kind of stuff, right? So, for you to not take medication or seek help for it and just be like, oh, I have it under control, and it's never going to work out well for you, right? You know, again, he's not going to therapy. When was the last time you saw therapy with a registered professional? I don't recall. I don't believe I've ever. Just kind of, you know, just checking in with the homies and seeing if I'm okay and talking about my problems. That's about it. Which is kind of crazy, you know, because you're back here, in 2024, he said, hey, brother, therapy changed my life and there's no shame in it. Even though he said, yeah, I don't recall. I don't believe I've ever taken therapy. So it's like, well, were you in therapy or were you not, Tectone? Like, which one is it? Yeah, exactly. Like, if one medicine doesn't work, there are alternatives as well, right? So this whole thing was kind of eye-opening because it's like, again, I'm not disavowing things that he said before due to his medical issues, but it's like, dude, like, if you have a problem, why are you not treating it? Like, I do agree with what, you know, Jay said right here. Like, it's very crazy, right? He's just not even trying at all at this point. So continuing to kind of what Tectone kind of updated us on. When he came back, Jay goes on to say, honestly, this testimony seems like it's being given by somebody not taking the hearing seriously. He appeared extremely unprepared, even in a direct examination by his own lawyers. I want to get this thread out. I had a chance to respond to it during his stream tomorrow. Well, Tectone did decide to address a lot of stuff on his return stream, so let's go take a look, guys. Tectone confirms he lost his court case. And this is what he had to say about losing that court case, chat. Again, I feel like where we're at with Tectone right now, a lot of people are like, hey, so Tectone, yes, he lost his court case, but, you know, the judge was untrustworthy and, you know, it's only a civil, so it doesn't count. I'm like, guys, if he went to court and he lost in court, like period. Like, I don't know why we're trying to sit here and find all these excuses for him, right? Like, if you lost in court, you lost in court. Go to court. Appeal it or take it to the next level, and if you win, you win. But I think it's very disingenuous to sit there and be like, well, you know, whatever happened in court, well, yeah, you know, that doesn't count. It's not real, you know, like, it was just a vibe check. Like, no, it's not. Like, if you lost in a civil court case, you still lost in court, you know, an L is an L. Thank you. So people are there for a reason, right? Like, the average Twitter user, I'm sorry, you're not a judge. You're not a lawyer. You're not somebody that has dealt with court cases. Some of you might be, right? But the average Twitter user, is not that person. So I'm sorry, but what you have to tell me is not really useful at all. So, yeah, exactly. An L is an L, right? So, again, I see all these people try to be like disavow it, but it's like, okay, you might say that, right? But on paper, legally, what is the outcome? And that's it, period. You know what I mean? Like, until he goes through with appealing it and fighting it and stuff like that, the courtroom is the only room that really matters. So, anyway, let's listen to what Tectone had to say about everything once he came back.
A lot of people want to act like they're lawyers these days, okay? They do. What is a civil case? Spoiler alert, guys. I lost a civil case. I did. Hey, I did. And we're going to talk about, I lost. It's true. And we're going to talk about everything. What is a civil case?
Well, also this protective order as well was not just like a run-of-the-mill protective order, right, Chad? This was a protective order that was escalated, like, to the next level. So it wasn't like you know when you play your baseline Pokemon card, you're like, oh, you know, I play Pikachu, right? No. This was the evolved form. This was Raichu. They made an upper version of the protective order because they felt like it was necessary. So I think that is worth acknowledging as well.
So a civil case is essentially a vibe check to where they see, how were this guy's vibes? Unfortunately, I'm fucking retarded. Yeah, L for me. I'm fucking retarded and I run my mouth way too much.
Yes, chat. A civil court case is just a vibe check. What do you mean it's a vibe check? It's a legal proceeding. You don't just walk up there and be like, yo, my name's Tectone, what's up? Oh, hey, am I let go? Like, that's not how that works. It's a real legal proceeding, dude. You didn't take it seriously, and probably because of that, you lost, dude. Like,
one thing that I've learned, and throughout this slideshow, there's going to be consistent change. I am going to start tweeting 95% less. I uninstalled Twitter on my phone, and I'm not going to tweet for 1 week. Yep. Because a civil case isn't determined by proof. It's determined by vibes. And usually...
It's determined by vibes. What does that even mean, dude? Like, so let me get this straight. If you steal from somebody, right, and they take you to court, oh, no, it's just a vibe check. Yes, you stole the money, but, you know, I think you're really pretty and I love you, so you're fine. Like, no, it doesn't work that way. That doesn't invalidate the fact that you did the thing. Like,
the way that court cases work for, like, criminal cases is you need to have proof to prove that someone's guilty, but in a civil case, I needed proof to prove that I'm innocent, which was hard and I'm a bastard. So essentially, the court decided that I'm a vibe rapist. Yeah, and my vibes were fucking terrible. So the thing that I learned is, Tectone, stop fucking.
It's almost like court professionals who have done this for years and years and years and years and years, that are professionals, by the way, looked at this and said, you know what? You have the vibe of this because it's almost like maybe, I don't know, you did that thing. Wow, imagine, I couldn't imagine. I mean, like, you know, being a professional and going, oh my God, look at all this evidence. It's almost like you got accused of doing this thing because maybe you did do that thing. Oh my God, imagine, right, chat? I mean, could be me though. You know, I'm not a trained lawyer or anything.
Tweeting. Because my vibes are fucking terrible. And I don't think I've ever been on Twitter and done something.
It's almost like the things that you do and your actions make up your vibes. So it's almost like
people's
your
argument
actions
for its
have
civil court it's stupid.
Consequences.
Civil court still requires evidence. Balance of probabilities is based in evidence. You still need text messages, videos, medical records, stuff like that.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Can't just
it's
say
not
shit
just
and
like
win a civil case.
he
The requirements
said
are
it was
lower,
like,
but
oh,
you
you're
still need
innocent
evidence.
till
A lot of people are discrediting what
basically.
happened since it's a civil sweep. Him labeling it as a civil case. Don't let him lie about that.
Yeah, thank you for that. It's just like, what the fuck is this, dude?
where I was like, you know what? I'm going to tweet something that's positively going to affect my life. But yeah, the vibes are fucking off. The vibes are off. All right, so I lost the vibe check. It's true. Next up.
Bro, it's not just a vibe check, dude. Like, it is not even close to just a vibe check. This is the actual legal proceeding, dude. Like, yeah, you'd be like, okay, so I have a picture of you robbing somebody. Oh, well, you know what? He wasn't wearing a mask, so he doesn't have the robber vibe. So, you know what? We're not going to charge him. Like, what is this, fucking, like, CC and Zaza? Like, it's not that kind of vibe check, dude. This is not the Marvel Rivals vibe check. This is the actual legal vibe check. Stop trying to, like, fucking, like, like Zaza max out here, dude. Absolutely nuts. So, this was very shocking to me to see that he had put this out as his answer. Well, Tectone actually addressed Mugen. Tectone addressed Mugen. Mugen actually went on to basically be like, yeah, I knew about some of this stuff for a long time. I couldn't talk about it because obviously it would have affected the court case. But, I don't want to fuck with Tectone anymore. I think Tectone is a bad person, etc., right? So let's go see what Tectone had to say about Mugen, about that stuff as well.
Talk about Mugen. All right. So Mugen put out a crazy fucking Google Doc on me. I'm also going to say I like Mugen. We were very, very, very close friends. Best friends, actually. He actually officiated my wedding. No, we were very good friends. We broke bread. We lived together for 8 years. Really, really good friends, me and Mugen. Yeah.
Do you have somebody like that, right? That knows you super well, officiated your wedding, was there, lived with you for so long, for them to basically be like, yeah, you fucked up. That's really fucking bad. If that's true. You know what I mean? Like, that's somebody that knows you so well, allegedly, right? So for them to say something against you is really, really rough.
Yeah, Moose is just wrong. Yeah, I don't really get it at all. Is the PowerPoint over? No, it's not over. I have to go over a couple more Google Docs. So real quick, I got to highlight some things here real quick. So he makes some big claims. And I want you to really take note of this. Okay. What was said by Mugen was on January 29th at 2 a.m. And now, why is that important? Why is it important that Mugen said this on January 29th at 2 a.m.? Mugen made a post saying that he read all of the documentation. Mugen, I really hate to break the news to you, but all of the documentation wasn't available until January 29th at 8 p.m. So how the fuck did you read all of the documentation when it wasn't out until 18 hours later?
Allegedly, again, there was a Discord leak that allowed people to look at this stuff early. So, again, I don't know if that's entirely true. Tectone's statement as well. But I think there is enough that's out there to kind of put a little bit of doubt on Tectone's statement as well. Just want to throw that out there, by the way, chat.
Like, listen, man, I understand you got to save your skin, but you couldn't have read all the documentation because it wasn't out until 18 hours after you typed all that shit. And then you go, and I guess we'll talk about this right now, right? You make this claim.
Yeah, apparently it was leaked through a Discord, and Tectone allegedly leaked it himself. Again, I don't know how true that is. That's just what I've heard from the rumor mill. Take that with a grain of salt. What I will point out is, let's say that hypothetically Mugen did not read all that stuff, right? He still probably knows Tectone on such a personal level that even if he did or didn't read all of it, that still would not change the outcome of how he feels. You know what I mean?
Why did I choose to speak up now? Because protective order court cases are infamously difficult for the victim, especially in the state of Texas. Okay, so, and let's just talk about some numbers here real quick. So this guy says it's incredibly difficult and infamously difficult to get a protective order in Texas. So let me ask you guys a question real quick. Guys, what % of protective orders do you think get granted in Texas? only reason why he's talking is because protective orders are infamously hard to get. Brother, 77% of them are approved.
This is also, I gotta mention here something as well, but I'll read this to you, and then I'll tell you something that's quite interesting as well. While specific real-time approval rate statistics for individual finalized protective orders in Travis County are not publicly listed, Texas courts report that 77% of all applications for a final protective order were approved statewide from 2021 to 2023 for Travis County, right? So, however, chap, this particular number does not take into the fact that there are different levels of protective orders, right? The normal one is a typical 2-year, right, chap? That's not the one that was approved for him. The one that was approved for Pinky versus Tectone was 10 years. So actually, like, that number is not very accurate, right? Because, yeah, 77% of all applications, right? These might typically be the 2-year, right? Times that by 5. You know what I mean? Like, that's absolutely way higher of a line to meet to get approved. You know what I mean, chat? Because again, it's a lot more of a protective order. So I think that while this number is good to put out there, it also is a tiny bit misleading.
77%. So Muujin, I don't know if you Googled anything for fucking 5 seconds. Clearly not. But dear God, I understand people have to save their skin, but can we not just make up lies as well? Like, come on, man. Like, can we, like, 77? Oh, sorry, 77. I fucked up. 77. Anyways, that shit was cringe. It is what it is. And you know what?
Exactly,
Once
now,
again,
and that's the point.
I'm not mad. I don't care.
To get one that is approved for 2 years, it's going to have a higher acceptance rate, right? To get one that is 5 times as much, 10 years of a protective order, is difficult to get
It is what it is.
fulfilled.
Me and Muujin never talked. It doesn't matter. I had him on a podcast like 3 times because I liked his vibes, and he was the giggler. But it is what it is. I don't mind at all. It is what it is.
He says it doesn't mind, but like, oh, then why are you talking about it if you don't mind? You know what I mean? So, I think that Muujin had every right to separate if he wanted to. You know, I could totally see why he did that as well. And I'll be honest, even with all the new stuff that's come out about Tectone, I mean, for me, like, I already didn't like Tectone, but now it was for the next level for me. Well, this is absolutely a crazy admittance here by Tectone. I want you guys to listen to this, chat, because even though this doesn't have to do with a court case, this to me blows my fucking mind that a large streamer would just flat out admit this. So listen to this, chat.
Viewbotting 10 to 14,000 viewers extra. And I was like, what the fuck? And bro, there was motherfuckers going live on stream saying, yeah, Viewbot, hold up, I gotta send an extra 2,000. Have I dabbled in it? You're goddamn right. I absolutely tried it. Hey, it is what it is.
Bro. Yeah. Everyone does it, guys. Fuck me, dude. This guy's so fucking...
Viewbotting 10 to 14,000 viewers.
Listen to this again, chat.
Hold up, I gotta send an extra 2,000. Have I dabbled in it? You're goddamn right. I absolutely tried it. Hey, it is what it is.
Bro.
Literally, he just said, I downloaded it and I tried it. So you're telling us that you view-botted. Like, all right, nice. You love to see it, chat. You love to see it. You straight up just said, yep, I view-botted. Like, what the hell, dude? Bro, I just, this kills me. This absolutely kills me that it's like, I didn't care about the view-botting and just assumed it was a weird line. Yeah, I can't believe Miss Kip was right too, but like, he straight up just admitted it. Like, well, now he's on YouTube. I don't think he streams on Twitch anymore, so now it just doesn't matter, you know? But it's crazy to me that this is just coming out like this, right? But on top of that, chat, this also kind of blew me away. If you didn't know this, Tectone and Nux Taku recently did a collaboration together. Now, you guys remember the stuff we covered about Nux not too long ago, where he was outed in that whole Discord thing? It was a rough coverage. I'm not going to lie. That was a rough news day. But you guys might remember we went through all that. Well, Tectone actually claimed that Nux Taku debunked all the allegations against him.
Like Nux Taku completely obliterated all of the allegations that were thrown his way in the matter of 5 minutes.
Where? Where did he do that? I would love to know where Nux actually did that. Where did Nux obliterate all the allegations? You're talking about that one video that did not happen.
So that was always really fun. I mean, the amount of people were like, you need to denounce Nux. You need to denounce Nux. I'm good, bro. I love Nux. Straight up. I don't care. It looked like...
What the fuck, dude? Like, what do you mean he did not fucking debunk anything, dude. He just said, oh, well, because it was the parents' responsibility, I don't own any of that. And it's like, well, yes, the parents should have done a better job, but also, like, you allowed that in your space, so you're at fault, too. Nux allowed a minor to interact in his adult-only server that had a not safe for work stuff. They shared gore, bestiality, all kinds of horrible, illegal stuff as well, with a kid who said multiple times he was underage, and nobody did anything about it. Yeah, and trust me, I understand that the parents do own some ownership in allowing that minor in there, but also, like, if somebody says, I'm 15, I'm 15, I'm 15, I'm 15, I'm 15, and you don't do anything about it, dude, you own part of that, right? You own part of that, ownership of responsibility, right? So, and even let's say in a hypothetical world where this guy was not 15, he was pretending to be 15 or something, right? For you not to take any action against somebody that is joking about being a minor is also a problem. So, have you seen Nux's recent video on TechTown? I have not. I don't watch Nux stuff anymore. So, was it on this one? Nux talks about Tectone break. Well, this was 5 months ago. Yeah, which one are you talking about? I don't know about that one, Wooster. I'll be honest. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Decoy, which one are you talking about? I'll delete some tabs while I wait for Decoy. Alright, well, Decoy's not answering, so we're moving on. So, Nux, you're texting because I barely believe either one. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, it's just kind of crazy, you know, we're at this point here where they're kind of, like, sweeping for each other. It's like, dude, what? To be honest, even if they're lying about being younger to test something, you would still been in trouble, because if it had been 15, you would have shown a 15-year-old the stuff you shouldn't have. And even then, it's like illegal stuff, right, P Falcon? So, I agree with you. There's a lot to be questioned in that whole interaction. So, very crazy. Anyway, chat, that is kind of where I'm going to leave things off at TechTown. I did just want to give you a little bit of an update because it's kind of been a while since I talked about him. So, there's your update. However, in other news, guys, I do want to talk about something that happened to a streamer here recently, where Twitch issued a warning to Gigook for showing a combined chat on Twitch, YouTube and Twitch on stream. Please opt in to show split chat on stream instead. This is the second time I think I've seen this where Twitch has targeted somebody for using shared chat.
What's up? So I got in a little bit of trouble with Twitch the other day.
But again, like, how are they gonna know? You know what I mean? Like,
I got
how
in
are they
a little
gonna
bit of
even
trouble,
know?
because apparently it is against terms of services to combine Twitch chats and YouTube chats into one chat. So I got a warning from Twitch. I don't know why, but I got a warning from Twitch to be like, hey, if you do multi-stream again, make sure both chats are separate. So chats, have a look at each other. I know you were once one body, but now you guys are both separate. You guys sit on the opposite corner, guys. Sit on the opposite corner. All right.
I think this is such a weird policy. Like, I do understand the thought process, but also at the same time, I'm like, this is just not needed at all. Like, let's be real, chat. There's plenty of other ways. Oh, okay. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Let me fix something really quick. I just realized something. My YouTube chat wasn't loading correctly. speaking of, but like, I just think it's such a dumb rule. Like, I do understand what they're going for, but at the same time, it's like, guys, look, we're being forced to multi-stream at this point just to stay relevant. YouTube chat, can you say hello in the chat for me? I'd appreciate it. I'll type in here as well. Okay, there we go. Sorry, YouTube chat, you guys weren't appearing for a little bit. Whoopsie. My poor YouTube chat, not even appearing. But again, I think this is really dumb in the sense that, you know, most streamers are being forced to multi-stream anyway to stay relevant, to make their money. So why is this such? Thank you, Yummy. She hates us. Why is this such a big deal? You know. So I would encourage you guys to be careful if you're having these issues. It could be something to come after you about, chat. Another news, well, let's go check in here with Mizkif. Mizkif was actually banned for 24 hours because he was driving traffic to his other competing platforms. He actually had his kick link in the title of his Twitch stream. I mean, how dumb do you have to get, dude? You know that's a problem. Why would you put the link to your kick stream in your Twitch title? You know that is literally redirecting to another website, which is against TOS. So dumb. However, chat, it does look like that Asmin and Mizkif are continuing to fight it out here, talking about Mizkif's defamation lawsuit. Asmin is actually asking for the courts to drop said lawsuit, right? And of course, you know, he's asking this to be done because the lawsuit was, as he was repeating his own words, according to the filing, Mizkif is suing over commentary made in response to his own public statements. While failing to include that context in his complaint, the motion states that Mizkif, however, will not give the court any of that context in a pleading, or it would be obvious that nothing he is upset about is actionable as a defamation claim. Asmongold's legal team points to multiple admissions Mizkif made publicly before any commentary occurred. The motion quotes Mizkif saying, "I punched holes in the wall or slammed doors in aggression, and I did take steroids that gave me anger issues." It also cites Mizkif stating that, "I said that if she goes after me, then I will go nuclear." And that is exactly what I said, and that is what is going to happen. The filing argues that commentary on those statements cannot constitute defamation under Texas law. By definition, Mizkif cannot sue Hoyt for defamation for simply repeating and agreeing with some of Mizkif's own statements, the motion states. So again, all he did is say, well, you said this and I'm agreeing with it. But of course, the whole kind of defamation lawsuit is he's like, oh, well, he's defaming me, right? But if you're disagreeing with something you said, how was that defamation? Asmongold also argues that his statements at the issue are constitutionally protected opinions rather than verifiable statements of fact. The motion characterizes the commentary's opinion and fair reporting based on Mizkif's own words. With both parties being public figures, the filing notes that Mizkif must prove actual malice, which is very notoriously hard to do here in the States, by clear and convincing evidence, but that standard cannot be met when the statement relied on Mizkif's own public admissions. Asmin is asking the court to dismiss the defamation claims with prejudice, or alternatively require Mizkif to replead with more specific claims. So it doesn't seem like it's going well for Mizkif here with this defamation lawsuit. I mean, again, I don't feel like he should have ever filed this to begin with, but, you know, it's his money, right? And speaking of money, chat, Mizkif's lawyer actually gave him a call while live on stream, urging him to stop spending all this money on the legal fees. You're spending 40 grand a month alone. And you're giving your chat 40,000 a month alone. You gotta cut back. Let's take a listen.
My accountant actually called me today, like early this morning. It's not looking good. I said, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Brother, you're getting hosed in that Asmongold, that defamation case. You're getting destroyed." And I told him, like, "What's going on?" He said, "Miz, you're spending 40 grand a month on legal fees, and you're giving your chat $40,000 a month alone. Just your chat, you gave 40 grand alone on giveaways in January, and it's the 14th." And he said, "You got to cut back." My accountant actually called me today.
Hey, like, dude, you're getting cooked. Shut the fuck up. Oh, his lawyer will be happy you're sharing that private conversation, everybody. Dude, at this point, man, you gotta know You were gonna lose. You were absolutely gonna lose. Just cut it, dude. Like, just sometimes you gotta cut your losses, and this is one of them. Yeah, and that's what's crazy. He is the one that started this whole thing, right? He's the one that wanted to do this whole fucking, like, battle, right? And now that he's losing so horribly, he's like, all right, well, now I'm gonna complain about it. Also, why the fuck are you doing $40,000 worth in chat giveaways? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? TLDR, he's suing Asmund for defamation. And he's losing horribly, so very wild, chat. I wanted to update you on it. I don't think it's looking too good for him, but again, I'll let you know here in the future what goes on with it. Another news, guys, I want to talk about something very controversial that recently happened here. Coming here from the PlayStation UK, tweeting out, join your friends on PlayStation 5 with Flex. Lease a PS5 Digital Edition console starting at $9.95 a month for a limited time only. Remember, chat, you will own nothing and you will be happy about it. But yes, you can lease a PS5. Yippee-ki-yay, I can't wait to lease a PS5 and then return it once I'm done with my lease. Like, what the fuck is this? The gabagool. Like, what is going on with our world, dude? This is crazy. And it's got to the point where even Charlie is talking about it. So let's go check it with Charlie. Talking about how ridiculous this whole situation is. I mean, it is. It's absolutely fucking nuts. No, it's not rent to own. That's what's crazy. It's lease. You don't get to own it. You return it once you finish the lease.
Closer to the bleak future where nobody owns anything. Even the idea of ownership is looking like a foreign concept of a long-forgotten age.
Yeah, you don't even get to own it. You return it once you finish the lease.
Husk worm person
it's so dumb.
Is scrambling to try and shove this idea down your throat that you will be happier owning nothing. You will own nothing.
Yep.
And be happy.
And be happy.
I know I've
you will own
yapped
nothing,
about this
and you will like it, chat.
over the last 2 or 3 years, but that's because it's been accelerating at such an alarming pace. Look at this newest development here. You can now lease a PlayStation 5. Zoinks.
This is wild.
Certified turbo zoinks moment if I've ever seen one. This is all fart, no poop. This shit is fucking foul. You have a plethora of really enticing options here to choose from.
The comments here,
€10 a month up to 17, depending on the model and I guess the duration of the lease. This is fucking outlandish. This is some hogwash. I cannot believe that we're just seeing this now just out in the open, out in the wild, unashamedly. Now, I was reading through things, and it seems like 36-month contract is what you would sign for this agreement here, and you don't ever own it. It doesn't seem like you pay for X amount of time, X amount of dollars.
Yeah, they're like that loan company, right?
Until eventually you pay it off and it's yours. That doesn't seem to happen. I don't know this company, but I was looking into them, and it seems like they do this for a lot of tech, and what happens is, when you're done with the contract, you send it back.
And that's the worst part, chat. Again, you don't own it. Once you're done with the lease, you fucking send it back. Who made this shit?
So you end up just paying significantly more over time. It also doesn't even make a mention of PS Plus being included. So presumably if you want to have the PS Plus service, which I imagine most people would want if they're buying a console in the first place,
fuck,
you're then
dude?
paying even more on top of that over a long period of time and never actually even own the motherfucker in the first place. And then they just ask you to, like, send it back politely.
Yeah, it's like, well, like Jimsy said, that was my thought too. I'm like, well, good luck getting it back. Like, sorry, this is mine now. You're gonna have to come to my house. They're like, yeah, come and get it. The fucking repo guy shows up at your house. Yeah, just send it back. Just send it back, guys. What the actual fuck? So, I wanted to mention this to you because it's wild, guys. I really encourage you not to, buy into this at all because, again, you will own nothing and you'll be happy about it. All fart, no poop. Absolutely wild statement, bro. In other news, though, I do want to talk about what's recently been going on, guys. With Johnny Somali, aka Johnny Salami, as we like to call him. And this is actually the trial recap from the deep fake testimony. The legal mindset put this together. Let's go take a look. Because I'm very interested in this update. Yeah, very crazy. Very crazy.
Trial of Ramzi Khalid Ismail, aka Johnny Somali, was today, February 11th in Korea, and we have.
I guess it would technically be
after
insured.
we got the insights from what was a closed trial where people were not allowed in during the actual testimony, although they were allowed in before and after.
Yeah, I don't know, Walk. It's just like they just don't even care. It's wild.
Went down in the trial now, and we also have the next dates, the accurate dates, because this is not the final trial date. There will be at least 3 more trial dates in this trial at a bare minimum. And we've got those for you today on the Legal Mindset. So let's get right into it. What happened today? Well, today's trial in Seoul, South Korea had one witness, Bong Bong, a female streamer, a bit controversial herself, but we also had a new prosecutor.
Calling him Salami is
that is a
disrespectful
female.
to
So there's
Salami.
a new female prosecutor.
Yeah, you're right.
Once again, when you're dealing with deepfake charges, particularly one that's against a woman, a lot of these things do end up playing out. And
with the cost of RAM as it currently is, I wouldn't be surprised if we all need to lease one. Like, let's be real.
You can see we had a situation where the deepfake charges for Jungman, another Korean streamer, the second charge of deepfakes, haven't been dropped yet. And perhaps it's because this prosecutor is not very friendly to the case of Johnny Somali. So we're going to look at that today as well.
Would any prosecutor be friendly towards him at all? Like, this guy is such like the lowest of the low. Would anybody want to actually be this guy's like nice to him? Of course not.
Was set for a hearing on the Jungman deepfakes. We have that. It's coming up in February. So we're having 2 February trials, and then we've got a discussion of the closing argument timing as well. So once again, we still have 8 charges in this case. The first deepfake count against Jungman. They had a settlement agreement between Jungman and Somali, but once again, it's up to prosecutors
he pled guilty
whether
to
to bring that or
almost
to drop
everything.
that. So that's still on there. And with today's testimony was that's that second count with Bong Bong, where they showed a picture of her making out with, kissing Johnny Somali, and Johnny Somali also stating, hey, this is my Korean girlfriend.
Let me show you my girlfriend. Bong Bong IRL, this is my girlfriend. I have a Korean girlfriend. Why are you attacking me?
So
this was that
those statements
deepfake.
taken together are a problem for Somali.
Yeah,
Now,
and actually this deepfake is proven to be one of the worst worst things to happen to him, actually, because where he's located takes it so seriously. They've actually started to crush him underneath
today.
that.
So Somali
like he
stated
actually
she
really
wanted
fucked
Johnny
up by doing
Somali
this.
to be punished, and that's a very important statement. So if she'd gone in there and said, no, I don't want him to be punished, or no, I don't care at all, that would have been a problem for this. But she went out and got out that statement, which is perhaps the strongest thing we have going
she
from Bong
wants
Bong. Now, her
actual
testimony
action
was not
taken?
rock solid. She made a
Oh,
little
you're
bit of
about to get
waffling
rocked, dude.
in her testimony, but we're going to get to that in a second. The main arguments that Somali argued, and understand, he's allowed to make these arguments. That does not mean the judge accepted them. From all descriptions of the judge is normally and that I've seen of the judge as well, the judge is a very cool cucumber. He just stays there kind of silent. He's not there yelling, banging his gavel, screaming. That's not the style in Korea, and that's certainly not the style of this judge. He just sits there and listens to all of the arguments and the evidence, which is the appropriate thing to do.
Yeah, isn't that
Somali
what a
argued
judge
today in
should
court
be
that
doing?
Bong Bong was a bad faith witness who lied about him and other streamers, saying that, hey, in cases about him and other streamers, she's a liar, right? There was another case with a different kick streamer where she was offered $20 for activities.
Yeah, I agree,
and,
Dan. I agree.
She took offense to that.
At this
and,
point, like, he's got to serve
reported
jail
that person, but that person was saying, hey,
It's
that
just,
was
is
just
he
a
gonna
joke,
change?
right?
Probably not.
So, hey, this is bad faith. That was just a joke. You shouldn't go off and report me just based on me saying, hey, $20 for some boom boom. I'll let you guys discover and let you guys decide. Once again, be your own judge whether or not you think that's acceptable behavior or not acceptable behavior to offer someone money for exchange of services, if you know what I mean. Also, claiming Bong Bong never felt shame ever. So that's a
actually
big one.
gross as fuck.
Brought up her OnlyFans and adult materials that are posted on her Discord. Once again, Discord, not exactly public, right? So it's a little bit different than showing something to an audience on YouTube or on Kick. That's people that do.
Yeah, no,
that
he
part of that community.
quadruples down.
Something like an OnlyFans or Discord, you got to
he
sign
does
up
the
for it. You
most
got to get into
possible.
it. It's not exactly the same thing. Those are moderated. He also brought up comments on Discord about jail. So there was a comment that Bong Bong made on Discord about Johnny Somali not going to jail, that she doesn't think he'll go to jail. But that's more of her assessment of the Korean legal system and the fact that the Korean legal system is generally very.
I love how he. So wait, Johnny said, Oh, well, she brought up that I probably wasn't going to go to jail, and that's what she thinks, so I shouldn't go to jail. Good defense there, buddy. You're killing
and
it.
that's the thing for
My
for
defense is,
Korea.
she
and even
said
on this channel,
that
we've
it might
said
happen.
that's true. I've had
Okay, thank
interviews
you.
where multiple interviews where people have said the typical thing for foreigners is just to be deported. And in this case, this is a special case because we are trying to, and everyone has been advocating for all the victims who've submitted extra statements, etc., all the extra evidence.
Yeah,
is
what
to
a-
say
what a
he should
brain dead
actually
take,
serve some
dude.
time, unlike what normally happens in most cases with foreigners. So the whole synthesis of the coverage of Johnny Somali is we've been advocating for him to have more harsh punishment than typically would become a foreigner. Foreigners do tend to get slaps
Yeah,
on the
my
wrist and
defense is
deported,
she said,
but this is
"Nuh-uh."
a special
So
case, and a
I
case in
said
which
so.
you have multiple crimes. You have 8 crimes, as we saw back here. We got 8 different crimes for obstruction of business.
dude,
and
I
then
mean,
we've got
that's
2 minor
crazy.
offenses act, 2 deep fakes. So saying, hey, because this is so bad,
Well,
we
he
want
pled
this
not
person to
guilty
go to
to
jail,
the-
right? We want
the
this person to
deep fake,
actually
so-
see jail time, and that's
I was gonna say, if that gets overturned, he's gonna see 7
different
years.
than the system normally allows. So that comment, is a comment that a lot of people have made. It's not exclusive to Bong Bong. I've made that statement. A lot of other people have made that statement that typically foreigners don't go to jail. And this is asking for more than what is typically meted out based on the severity of the crime spree, right? So Bong Bong did waffle. So we're going to be honest here. We're not going to say Bong Bong's golden. Bong Bong did waffle about feeling shame. Her testimony wasn't the best. She did say, it's not like I never felt humiliation. So she did make that comment. She said other women would feel shame, but she rarely does. So it's meaning she's a person when she's out there doing her things, OnlyFans, Discord, whatever she's doing, she doesn't really feel shame in general, right? But she says right here, this is a
I mean, I don't really know what this has to do with the deep fakes, right? But I mean, it is her testimony,
quote in
so
court that she made.
I guess
When
everything
I'm on
played everything,
camera, I
right?
rarely feel shame, but in private, I do have shame. So it's not like she never, ever, ever has shame. It's just she's a person that displays it differently than other people. So
What's up,
that's
Saber?
something
How are you? Thanks
that
for joining
is
us,
kind of
Kitty.
an
Welcome
element
in.
that they're trying to attack and say that she never felt shame, but that's not necessarily dispositive here. That doesn't mean that she's going to definitely lose that charge, or that charge is going to be dismissed based on just that. But that is an argument that they're trying to make to defeat that deepfake charge, or at least weaken that deepfake charge. However,
that's so
one of the
dumb.
most
That's
damning
not gonna
things
do
that Bong Bong
anything.
said was that
How is
all
that gonna
of the
help?
hate that was directed towards her, all of the Koreans that lashed out at her, everybody that reacted to her, that did indeed cause her shame, and that did indeed justify.
Yeah, I mean, if I had a deep fake associating me to that guy, I would feel shame too. Like, what's up,
the
Ghost?
punishment that he was
Guys, if you were
facing
like
under
deep
the
fake to
statute.
being
And because
associated
of
with
that,
Johnny
because of
Somali,
that statement,
would you
that she
not
did
feel
want Johnny
shame?
Somali to be punished, and because of all the backlash she received from everyone else, that alone is going to mitigate all the excuses, all the other problems, and all the other arguments of Johnny
Oh, that's
Somali.
his
And
new
that's
dang
absolutely one of the
plushie.
most aggravating things. So in the balance here, in the overall judgment, I am ruling that this still came out in favor
Yeah, exactly,
of Bong Bong
damn.
and in favor
Like,
of punishment, because
breathing
of
the
that
same air
shame
is already
that was
shameful
inflicted
enough.
upon her by the masses, by everyone reacting to her, which is key to the statute itself, and one of the reasons why the deepfake charge exists in the first place. Now, what do we have? We have
I
the
mean, it's
trial
super
dates. So
heavy.
these are the next trial dates. So we have 3 that are
Oh, in
coming
1 week,
up.
chat,
So this
in
is
1
not
week.
sentencing is
I will follow up on this, and probably, obviously not next week, but a little bit after, since I have to wait for everything to come out. But yeah, the hearing is next week, and then the sentencing is, March,
Not
April.
next.
So
Nope. The next
it's
is
coming
a
up.
procedural hearing
Very, very
on
soon.
the Youngman deepfake. That one is coming up on February 27th because Youngman has his closing arguments. They've already happened, and his sentencing scheduled for right after that. So they're needing to get the resolution to that
Yeah.
deepfake, whether or not they go ahead with
Everybody
it, or
has
whether or
seen
not
my
they drop
private
it or
parts,
keep it.
and that's
very,
still
very
not
critical.
as
That's coming up
embarrassing as
February
being
27th.
associated with
Now,
Johnny Somali.
closing arguments, they originally were talking about mid-March. So we're talking about maybe sometime 15th,
It has
16th,
been a slow
18th, 19th,
process,
20th,
but it's
something
gonna
like that.
happen.
If that's the date, typically what happens is 2 weeks after is sentencing. So let's say it was
I
something
didn't see
like
that
the
player
15th, then we
silence.
could get something like a late March sentencing. But if we're getting into a little bit later dates, we're getting something like the 18th, 19th, 20th, something like that, then we're going to look at April. So we might have an April sentencing for Johnny Somali. So it's looking like this thing may come to a head in the next couple weeks, in the next.
Yeah, so it's coming, Chad. It's coming. I mean, I've reported on this pretty off and on, right? Just because there hasn't been much of an update, but Clearly, you know, that testimony didn't seem to go so well. You know, she did want to see some kind of action taken. So, obviously, guys, it does look quite serious at this point. So, we'll see what happens, guys. But I wanted to give you a bit of an update. Speaking of updates, guys, before we dive into the whole craziness that's been going on here with Discord, I know a lot of you guys are here to talk about that today. I did want to talk about something recently about Kurt Cobain, chat. That is right. So there's been a recent development about the famous, lead singer of Nirvana named Kurt Cobain. Well, guys, there has been a big development here recently where there's been new evidence introduced, new thoughts about it that allegedly Kurt did not commit suicide. Allegedly, chat, it is looking more like a homicide. Remember, it's been about 30 years? No, sorry, it was in 1994. It's a little bit over 30 years, but nonetheless, chat, this is a crazy development. So let's go take a look at what's been going on with that. And I feel a lot of people kind of doubted his unaliving, right? A lot of people always kind of threw doubt at it, but there was never any type of actual evidence. Well, looks like there might be something here that indicates otherwise, chat.
The official story has remained the same. Kurt Cobain died by taking his own life on April 5th, 1994. The Seattle Police Department has never wavered.
Yeah, everybody believes Courtney did it.
Now, a
That's what my
bombshell
dad
claim
says.
from a high-ranking insider is challenging everything we thought we knew. A retired Seattle police captain, a man who served 50 years on the force and was officially ordered to audit the Cobain case, has broken his silence. He's going on record to say the investigation was botched, the scene was staged, and he believes Kurt Cobain was murdered. So this isn't a conspiracy theory from a message board.
Yeah, this is the actual, police officer sent to audit it. This was put on record, right, chat? So it's not just maybe funny, haha, rumor. No, this is the actual guy that doing the work on it.
Neil Lowe, a former commander of the Violent Crimes Division, who was given full access to the case files and the physical evidence. And what he says he found in those files is absolutely chilling. Neil Lowe is a heavy hitter in Seattle law enforcement. He joined the force in 1968 and retired in 2018. In 2005, his police chief asked him to conduct an internal audit of the Cobain investigation. This meant he had the clearance.
Yeah, you're so right, Necro. I'm glad you brought that up because all these people that have had these conspiracy theories, for some reason this year, everybody's getting proven right. It's wild.
Shotgun, analyze the suicide note, and review every photo and report in the archive. In an exclusive new interview with Daily Mail, Lowe claims that the department failed to treat the death as a potential homicide from day one. He says, quote, "I just am not buying that Kurt did that to himself." He argues that the detectives were led astray and that the case should be reopened immediately. Lowe points to several critical pieces of evidence that he says don't add up. First, he claims the suicide narrative was established too early. He points out that a police spokesperson announced it was a suicide to the press while standing in the driveway before the medical examiner had even finished processing the scene. Lowe...
Okay, I didn't know that, and that's really fucking odd. Why would somebody release a press statement this is definitely what happened, even though nobody actually looked at what happened?
This assumption corrupted the entire investigation. Second, he raises the infamous question about the heroin. Toxicology reports showed Cobain had 3 times the lethal dose of heroin in his system. For decades, skeptics have asked how someone with that much opioid in their blood could lift a shotgun, let alone operate it. Lowe agrees, suggesting that assistance would have been required to inject that volume.
On top of that as well, too, you know anything about Kurt, right? Or anything about, the big 90s singers, Stone Temple Pilots singer, Lane Stanley from Alice in Chains, Kurt, they had a lot of drug problems, right? But they had these drug problems for years. So, one other thing that my dad mentioned as well was, for somebody that was a big druggie, right? They're not going to accidentally inject themselves with 3 times the amount that they need, right? They're gonna know because they've done it for so long, right? So, exactly, heavy drug users are not going to do something like that.
Third, and perhaps most disturbing, Lowe points to the crime scene photos. He claims Cobain's hands were unusually clean. He argues that a shotgun blast of that magnitude to the head would have created significant spray, and the lack of blood or residue on Cobain's hands.
Yeah, I mean, it's true mostly. I mean, I'm throwing some extra things in there, right? Like, of course it can happen, right? It does happen, but three times is quite a lot, right? So it's something else to consider.
Wound. He also highlights missing documentation. Lowe cites a 1994 report about a taxi driver who picked up a passenger from the Cobain house who didn't match Kurt's description. That detail, along with confusion over where the ammo was purchased, was allegedly omitted from later police reports released in 2014. So why is this coming out now? This is where the story gets complicated. While Lowe's credentials are undeniable, the timing of those revelations coincides with the release of his new book, a fictionalized mystery novel about the death of a rock star that mirrors the Cobain case. Critics might argue this is a promotional tactic for his writing career. However, Lowe insists his doubts are genuine. He says that while he initially accepted the suicide ruling, his review of the evidence changed his mind. He describes the original crime scene as a victim of crime scene tourism, with too many officers walking through and potentially contaminating evidence. Now, the Seattle Police Department has responded to these claims with a
it's all just odd, you know, like, I mean, it's implausible, I mean, I guess, but also, like, if like 20 things don't add up, you gotta be like, okay, well, something's not right here.
Kurt Cobain died by suicide in 1994. This continues to be the position held by the Seattle Police Department. But for Neil Lowe, the case is far from closed. He even makes a veiled reference to Courtney Love in relation to his book, with a prominent attorney endorsing the novel by saying she would love to get the defendant on the stand. And now, we're left with a massive standoff. On one side, the official record and the police department that refuses to budge. On the other, a 50-year veteran of that same department who says the files on his desk told a different story. The story of a staged crime scene and a murder covered up by incompetence. So, is this a sales pitch for a novel? Or is this the crack in the case that fans have been waiting for? Let me know what you think down in the comments, and be sure to subscribe with notifications on.
You'll also know, just like a little bit of outside information, the Seattle Police Department has forever been adamant that that the outcome is the outcome, right? But I think it's the first time we've ever had somebody be like, hey, like, there was something botched about this, right? So, very interesting development, chat. I guess we'll see what happens. We gotta leave it to the experts. I wonder why they want to continue the case after Kirk's death since 1994. I mean, again, if this person, I mean, he does have a little bit of an incentive, right? But at the same time, if he actually got his hands on the evidence and was able to look at it, that does seem very odd, right? So, I mean, sadly, things like this just happen, you know? Whether it's 1 year later or 30 years later, you know? But I'm hearing all this for the first time, it just seemed odd, like, hey, a robbery happened here, meanwhile the scene just started to be investigated around. Why would you say that? Again, like, why would you say that he unalived before anybody examined the body? So, very, very, very strange, right? And I know this was back in the 90s. Obviously, we've had a lot of growth within, you know, criminal investigations and stuff like that, forensics. Like, we've had huge growth ever since then, but I don't know, chap. Kind of crazy. Not something I expected to be talking about this year for sure, but here we are. So, very wild, guys. And really quickly, I did want to give you a little bit of Twitch news before we talk about the Discord stuff. Guys, this is something I've been dealing with as well, by the way. So Twitch has actually been sending, as I say, here you can tell us all about that. Twitch has actually been sending out sponsor offers for basically 40% below the reasonable generalized market rate. So I've been sending these out like, hey, play Marvel Rivals. For a few hours, we'll give you this as your payout, right? Well, guys, what you can do is you can always tell them, I will not accept it because the pay is too low. So, Zach, you guys know Zach. He's very attached to the streamer news. Well, he decided to refuse this. So, but luckily, chat, don't worry. Twitch said, you know what? I noticed that, you know, this wasn't good enough for you, so I would like to offer you 16 cents more. You know that surely this 16 cents will convince you to take this opportunity. Bruh, I'm so glad that Giga is actually creating your own thing for this to help people and sponsors, because this is absolutely fucking horrible. Do you really expect anything different from Twitch? No, but it's just the fact that it's like here in writing. It kills me, chat. It kills me. By the time I got a per capita check of 5 cents, always more sensitive to printed cash. Wild. Of course, also, guys, bad news for me. Twitch hype trains cannot be started by a single person gifting a large number of subs at once. Previously required at least 2 different people, so great, more chances for treasure trains. Yippee! I'm fucked, chat. I'm fucked. I'm fucked, dude. I'm actually fucked. Do not call Wapper. I'm absolutely fucked, so I had to share that with you. It was pretty wild. However, chat, what we're here to talk about today is something very, very important, and that is the Discord page verification. Everybody, strap the fuck in. I'm gonna stretch this for a second. The Ghost Train updates too. I'm gonna stretch a second, but we're gonna talk about this absolutely insane thing going on for Discord. And I've been doing a lot of research myself to look into this, and it's bad, chat. It's bad. Yeah, buckle your seatbelts, chat. Get your helmets. You're definitely gonna want it for this one. Oh, it's so bad in so many ways. I'm just stretching, guys. Just stretching. Yeah, it's really bad, chat. It's like I've covered a lot of things, so I'm kind of like, okay, well, maybe this will turn out better. No, it's bad. It's really, really bad. I'm trying to stretch my back. You ever get that, like, spot? You ever get a spot in your, like, lower back? That's what's killing me today. And it's really hard to stretch without laying down. It looks like I'm in a group. Yes, I'm gonna talk about that today, Shy Daddy. I have that. So chat, let's. It's just uncomfortable. It's fine. I'll feel better later, I'm sure. I just need to, like, stretch it up. I know I'll go, today's my walk day, so I'll go on a walk today. And I'm sure it'll feel a lot better after I do that as well. So, I get an inversion table, but, you smothers. Yeah, inversion table's really not gonna help me. So, guys, back on, this was on February 9th, right? So it's been a little bit, but, Discord, announced that they will be requiring a face scan or ID for full access next month. Well, I want to point out this part right here, chat, next month. There's a certain song that comes to mind, about this part where they said full access next month, chat, because, it actually had nothing to do with fucking next month. That was a fucking lie, chat. Wasn't next month, because guess what? They've already started rolling this shit out. Yep. So, of course, they made this press release here, where they're talking about, team by default settings globally. They're announcing enhanced teen safety measures. Of course, it's always about, hey, it's the kids, it's the minors, right? Which is good to protect minors, but there is a better way to do it than this. Why you always lying? Beginning with a phase global rollout to new and existing users in early March. Users, well, that was a fucking lie because, yeah, we already know it's rolled out. Users may be required to engage in an age assurance process to change certain settings or access sensitive content. This includes age-restricted channels, servers, or commands, and select message requests. So, again, I think that protecting children from, adult content is wonderful. I think that we need to separate those spaces, absolutely. However, chat, this is pretty much done in probably one of the worst ways possible. So,
Discord's
let's go take a look here. There's nobody better to explain this to us than Charlie, guys. Charlie is always my go-to when I need to learn about something, but I gotta tell you, this rollout of this particular thing, not only did they lie about the scope, they also lied about the timetable, and they also lied about who was actually going to be managing all of this, right? The rollout has been absolutely fucking piss poor. It's looking like fucking like B Shoujo headquarters back there, chat. It's really fucking bad. It's abysmal. It's looking like how Ninja Sanji handled the whole fucking selling game, dude. Like, they are fucking that shit up. Anyway, let's go listen to Charlie about what's going on with Discord. I have a lot more to share with you, but this is, of course, a very, very helpful as well, so...
Long way since its humble beginnings as a Reddit tier, memer, fedora-tipping narwhal baconing at midnight service, where every time you fired it up, it'd toss incredibly timeless classics at you, like constructing additional pylons and overloading on memes, watch out for Wumpus, and anytime you contacted their support, you were put in touch with Springle, the mystical gnome fairy elf wizard lord, to do nothing to help you with
like
whatever problem you
OG
had.
Discord right there.
Discord has grown a lot since those days. It has been
a long time ago.
Staple in society for the last couple of years.
I remember
and just
that
a few
a
hours
long
ago, they
time
put
ago.
out an announcement about some...
I remember actually getting in Discord servers, like when Discord first came out, because a lot of Smash players used Discord like when it first came out.
Big upcoming changes to Discord that they may as well have just announced they're shutting down. Like, that would have been more positively received than what we actually got here. This is despicable. Discord has announced that all accounts will be age-restricted by default unless you verify your age via Facebook.
Now, I don't know how true this is that they'll be age-restricted by default. I don't think in practice that is entirely true, but I can tell you from what I have seen in my research, people who definitely have been in adult servers, are clearly adults by their actions within Discord, have been smacked by this age verification. So, right, and they're using AI to gauge your age, but again, Dan, it's not always accurate.
Scan or ID. There's also a lot more terrible things.
I think, Haitian, to answer your question, it has to do with what they mentioned right here, right? Like age-restricted channels, certain servers, commands, and select message requests. That's what it has to do with.
By far the biggest. Discord, by the way, is like the least trustworthy place to be giving your data to. Only a couple months ago, Discord had a huge data breach where hackers got tons of data as well as...
Yeah, so you want me to give you my personal information, even though you just got fucking hacked? Nah, you're a bunch of fucking hacks. You ain't taking my info, bro.
70,000 fucking government IDs. Giving Discord your biometric data and ID is like giving your paycheck to a polymarket gambling addict.
Why did we lose Skype, bro? Bring back Skype.
It's just a terrible recipe for disaster. Now they're going with the standard play from John Madden's playbook here of corporate gobbledygook, where they're saying that this is actually in order to create a safer experience for teens that use Discord. While obviously
Skype,
Discord has had a history of horrible things that have happened to children that have used their service, this in no way, shape, or form is the actual impetus for why they're implementing these changes to harvest your data. They then also have a mention in that tweet there that they're starting a council for U.S.
Walking Captain. I literally did point that out for that exact reason, is because they still stay with our company.
Teens aged 13 to 17 to apply to be a part of this board that's supposed to better help steer Discord in a direction that's safer for children.
All right, guys, so pull up your Microsoft Teams. Yeah, I'm gonna send you meeting notifications for every time I go live on Microsoft Teams. Oh my god!
How does a kid submit a resume? What's your work experience? We need at least 7 years of Nickelodeon internships or something in order to accept you on the Discord.
Oh, you haven't been on the Jungle Gym? Nah, you're out, bro. That's a core experience that we need on your resume.
Children's board here. It's a very weird proposal. Now, going to their announcement here, when would users need to verify their age group?
Oh my god, let's go back to
users are only
chat.
prompted to verify their age group when they attempt to access certain
Let's go back to Club
content
Penguin.
settings or
We'll just
features.
all chat
After
on
completing
Club
age
Penguin.
assurance, users won't be asked to verify again for future age-restricted actions. A user may be prompted to verify their age group if they attempt to unblur media flagged by our sensitive content filters or attempt to change any of the default sensitivity content filter settings to show sensitive content.
Nah, I'm having
turn
a
off
carrier
message requests,
Chrome.
access age-restricted channels and servers, speak in a stage channel, and toggle on age-restricted command settings. Then
Yeah,
in bold at the
what
very
was the
bottom,
old one? AOL? Yeah, let's get AOL Messenger.
This does not mean everyone will need to confirm their age just to use Discord. Not yet, at least. I'm sure
not
that's
yet.
right around the corner. But they knew that they would catch a big load of fucking poop from this for all of their users because nobody wants to just be willy-nilly giving all of their data, their fucking face scan, ID, and everything to Discord of all companies. A company that literally just had a massive data breach, by the way. Many people can—
Yippee! Let me just give all of my personal info to a company that's completely not trustworthy. Sounds great, chat. It's okay, just give me all of the funny numbers on your card and your social security number with your ID. You can trust me.
Use Discord exactly as they do today without ever being asked to confirm their age. Now, here's the default safety settings that if you attempt
let's
to
be real,
alter,
privacy in the
you
EU right
will
now is
then
basically
most
non-existent.
likely be prompted to fork over your data, whether that's an ID or a face scan. So they're calling it Teen by default because these settings establish a clear safety baseline designed with teens in mind.
Hold on, Haitian. I got a lot more to share with you. Yeah, hold on.
Adults can
I got
always
more to
choose to
share with
verify
you.
their age and change them or leave this setting as is. Unless a user is confirmed to be an adult, these safety settings stay in place and can't be changed. So they're immutable unless you are giving, of course, your precious data, which is a currency more valuable than money, which is why every company is scrambling to do everything they can to try and roll out some changes that require you to give them your data. So that way they can sell it to other entities. At this point, it's most likely going to AI-based companies, but it goes all over the place, and it always
And when
has.
I sell your info
So then it
to
goes
whoever
into
will
layout
take
the
it,
default settings, such as
and
the
then they'll
content
use it to
filters,
exploit you,
age-gated
chat.
spaces, message requests, friend request
Targeted
alerts, and stage
geographical
restrictions.
advertisement.
So the wacky new philosophy over there at Discord is everyone's a child unless proven otherwise. Children by default. It's
That makes
a
no
pretty
sense.
interesting strategy. I don't know if this is what Wumpus has been cooking ever since they banished him to the back rooms or what, but fascinating idea.
Yeah, Wumpus is dead, bro. Poor
Brace
Wumpus.
yourself, because maybe this is a controversial take. This perhaps could be spicy. Do you know how you really protect children on Discord? You don't let children on Discord.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you want to protect them, just don't let them on
Going to
their
tie into
period.
something I was just yapping about a couple days ago, and it's something I've said numerous times over the years, but we are in an era where parents do not want to be parents. They would much rather just plop their kids in front of
And Charlie is sadly really right. Parents allow kids a lot more now to interact in spaces that they should not be interacting in. I mean, look at what happened with Knox, right? Like these, yes, he owns a lot of that responsibility, but also at the same time, those parents let that kid do whatever the fuck he wanted. It's so sad.
an iPad or a computer and let the internet raise their kids for them, and just let them have completely unmonitored, unfiltered, unlimited access to the cyberspace, the World Wide Web.
That used to
And
be
as
what
such,
being an adult
the
was.
entire landscape of the internet has shifted to constantly be catering towards children using it, which is extraordinarily different from how it was when I was growing up, where the internet was made for adults and kids had like certain special pockets online. But by and large, the internet was
not that way
focused
anymore.
on adults using it. Whereas now it's just been normalized for parents to turn their kids loose online and let them run
Yes,
wild.
exactly. That's so important to say. I want to say this really loudly. The internet was never intended for kids. It was not intended for kids. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Like, I get when we were kids, we actually had spaces on the internet. Wizard 101, Roblox, Club Penguin. Yeah, it's like you said, like, the internet widely is for adults, but there were places where, as a kid, you could go interact. But it was always like adult supervision, adult supervision, adult supervision. Like, that was always, like, thrown in your face, right?
So as a result, everything on the internet has changed in order to compensate for that. And make no mistake, Discord making this change, its primary goal isn't to protect kids using their service. It is to harvest your data.
And this is why it's such a problem, Haitian. This is what I want to get to. It really has nothing to do with protecting you or protecting children. It's harvesting your data. That is the problem here. And I'm not going to hand over my ID to somebody that's not trustworthy. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do it. Alara's right, monitoring kids was different back then. Now it's not like that at all. Yeah. I mean, like, I'll tell you, you know, I have cousins that it's that way. They just, they're little and they, you know, they're stuck on iPads. It's really sad. I'm like, what are you doing?
Because it's going to be very, very valuable for Discord. And getting everyone more and more comfortable with mass surveillance and no privacy turning over your information and data is something that tons of companies are doing everything in their power to do. They just found a convenient excuse to try and paint it as something good, like protecting kids from bad people on Discord.
Which is a good thing to do, right, chat? But that's not the actual intention, right? And that's what's so sad about it.
Now, something else in their announcement is this about a toolkit that's going to be introducing
parents don't want to be
age
parents even after they
inference
get the
to
money.
help
Kids are allowed to
determine
access
with
the net
high
to pass
confidence
time
whether
to
a
get parents
user
time.
on the platform
Yeah.
is an adult. So from the way they
Yeah, I
described
mean,
it,
they
it seems
rely
like
on
it's
the
going to
internet
be
to
this tool
raise kids.
that's monitoring your activity to find patterns of your usage and make an estimation of your age based on what you engage in on Discord. Admittedly, I'm a bit confused on exactly what this is, but from the sound of things, it is.
I mean, this needs to be the default anyway, right? Like, looking at what you're doing and making the age estimation. You should never have to reveal your personal information. That should never be something that needs to be done.
Is something that's running in the background that monitors user behavior. So if you're someone that's frequenting tax channels on Discord in order to help with your taxes,
Yeah,
it would
you're definitely a
likely
fucking
view
adult,
that
like-
behavior as likely an adult using the account. So then it would just internally have you as an adult account, so you wouldn't need to complete an explicit age verification flow, like if I'm understanding this correctly. Again, I'm
that's
not
pretty much what it
entirely
uses,
sure
yeah.
what that is. To me, it sounds like what YouTube introduced not long ago, where it monitors user usage behavior and will make an estimation of their age based on what they engage in on the platform. So for Discord, it seems like it's doing that too. And if it determines
Yeah,
that
especially if you have like an OG account, you're more than likely an adult. You know.
You might not have to submit your facial scan or government ID. But again, I could be totally wrong. Now here's Discord treating its users like dogs, trying to coat this pill in peanut butter to make it easier to swallow. We also offer other assurance methods through our collaboration with trusted, privacy-forward partners, such as facial age estimation and ID scan, all designed to minimize
Oh yeah, these really great partners, chat, that we're going to
data
talk
use
about.
and maximize user control. There's no way of dressing that up in any way that is actually privacy forward, by the way. We will continue exploring and validating additional age assurance approaches with.
Don't worry, guys. We'll make sure to scrape your data very, very responsibly. Trust me, we really, really want all of your data, so we're really just going to scrape every little bit that we can. But don't worry, we'll think about you while we do it. Maybe we'll give you a lollipop, too, if you're good.
The goal of expanding options and giving users choices that work best for them. After completing a chosen method, users will receive confirmation via direct message from our official Discord account.
Yeah,
The user's
exactly.
assigned
Like,
age
there's
group
so
can
many
be viewed
ways
at any
to
time in My Account settings. Users
age
can also go to
estimate
My Account
properly.
settings to appeal by retrying the process. We currently.
Yeah, don't worry, we're ethically data scraping. Don't worry, I'm ethically polluting. It's fine.
Only prompt users to age assure when they are in the Discord app and trying to access age-restricted content or update specific safety settings. We do not send emails or text messages about our age assurance process or results. So then they go into the key privacy protections. On-device processing. Video selfies
Oh my god,
for
everybody is
facial
Norman
age
Reedus.
estimation never leave a user's
Yeah, I remember
device.
they were doing that
Quick
before in the
deletion.
UK.
Identity documents submitted to our vendors are quickly deleted, in most cases, immediately after age confirmation. Not in every case, by the way, just
Yeah, exactly,
most of
Gray.
them
I'm
are immediately
ethically.
deleted.
Look, guys, Look, understand, guys. I'm ethically taking all of your money. It's fine. No big deal if I sell your identity to somebody else and they use it to, geographically target you with advertisement. I mean, that's ethical, right, guys? It's all good. It's totally fine, guys. I ethically poisoned the water. It's okay, guys. It's ethically poisoned. It's fine. It's really gonna make people feel ethically better by drinking poisoned water. It's fine. It's all good.
But usually it's like real quick. Like I'm talking lickety split. Straightforward verification. In most states, users complete the process once and their Discord experience adapts to their verified age group. Users may be asked to use multiple methods only when more information is needed to assign an age group.
My favorite part down here is we're intentional about selecting and working with age assurance partners with strong privacy practices and limited data collection of what's strictly necessary for age assurance. Well, that was a fucking lie. But also at the same time, if you're going to put this, then who are the partners? Tell us the partners. Be transparent. Because if you're going to be like, oh, you got to do this, then why are you not being transparent about everything else? Just saying, dude. Just saying.
Oh, Jesus. Private status. A user's age verification status is only available to that user and cannot be seen by others. We're intentional about selecting and working with age assurance partners with strong privacy practices and limit data collection to what's strictly necessary for age assurance. There you have it. That's the big changes coming to Discord right around the corner. And don't let Discord deceive you into thinking that this is a change that they're making for a positive reason, like protecting kids that use Discord. That's not actually why they're making this big pivot here at all. It's just in this race that every company on the planet is engaged in to collect as much data as possible and get people as comfortable as possible with just giving their data.
There's probably
willingly.
a ton of ways they're storing that data, by the way.
Harvest it easily.
A ton of ways they're storing that.
This is not a good change, and it is not something that anyone should be looking forward to. Do I think it's actually going to kill Discord? No. I don't think so. I know a lot of people are saying that this is the end of Discord, and even me with the title RIP Discord. I
think the other thing too is just like some people will not be affected by this, and some people don't even know this is going to happen, right? Because it's never going to touch them.
I actually think it's going to sink them. I think people are just going to shrug their shoulders and just fork over the data in order to keep using the platform that they've already become accustomed to. I don't believe people ever really have a huge willingness to switch off of things that they become used to. There's endless examples to pull from, even like in gaming. People have set games that are their comfort game, and they maybe might tinker around with playing a new game in the same genre, but typically always go back to the one that they've just spent the most time with, and right now that's Discord. So I don't think that this is going to be, you know, a huge destruction of Discord, even though I think it should be.
I think a lot of people
are actually going.
I will say this, I think Charlie kind of underestimates how much people got in a tizzy about this. People are really pissed off about this, and rightfully so.
To make a switch to something else in its place because people are just too used to Discord's service at this point. But I guess we'll see. I could be entirely wrong. Skype, for example.
It seems like a lot of people.
By all definitions, was too big to fail. They were the top dog
so sad,
until
DP.
Discord came around and ate their lunch. Discord was a superior service to Skype, and Skype ate shit for it. It never adapted, it never changed, and it died. So who knows? Maybe I'm entirely wrong, and something will pop up now that Discord is in a really rough spot, lost their footing here.
Microsoft Teams,
Maybe
baby,
something
let's
else will
go.
come and take its place, and people will flock to that instead, so that way they don't have to play ball with these kind of new changes. We'll see. I'm just not super optimistic about that happening, but I'd love to be wrong about it. Anyway, that's really about it. See ya.
Hey, Mick, how are you? So, of course, Todd, this is kind of where we, get the update on everything going on with Discord. Well, which really shocked me. I'm actually was very shocked by this, chat. Maybe I shouldn't have been. But anyway, XQC actually decided to call out Moist Critical for criticizing Discord's new age verification policy. Now, like I said, I probably should have been surprised by this because it's XQC, but I feel like this is a very straightforward, like, why it's a problem. And yet he's pushing back on it. Like, what? Take a listen to this. Tell me what you think.
I don't understand how Moist can sit like this. He made a video about the Mr. Beast guy, person. My bad. The Mr. Beast, the person, the...
Let's be talking about Chris.
Guys, the name. Yo, I'm trying to find the name. I'm trying to find the name. I'm trying to find the name, yo. I'm trying to find the name. Jesus Christ, hello, help me. Come on, chop. Chris, yeah. He made a video about Chris and the usage of Discord and those talks, whatever, right? Made a video about Roblox and the harm that it does to them. the weird PDF on Roblox and all those accessibility, the fact that they were able to talk through Discord and made a big deal about Discord. But dude, now it's time to stand on business about that take. You can't just farm Discord hate because that's public opinion when you have
What do you mean farm Discord hate? It's because it's important and relevant. Like, dude, yes, these problems that happen with
Cry, your little.
These problems that happen with the slep stuff, with the stuff with Chris, that was related to Mr. Beast. That stuff did happen over Discord, right? And Discord does need to have things in place to protect people, but also simultaneously, at the same time, this too can exist. Both things can exist.
Put them under fire for that exact reason. But people don't give a shit because they're on it and they'll watch a Moist video, say like, yep, fuck this shit, move on. And copy paste overall every time. And there's nobody has a spine here. Nobody's in the business. It's lame as fuck.
Protecting kids from...
I honestly don't get this take. Like, I was, again, maybe I just don't know XQC enough, but I was shocked by this because it's very straightforward, right? Like, there is a way to protect people without having to harvest all your private data. There is a way to do that. There is the predictive age stuff that exists in place, right? So, I just feel like, I don't know, it blows my mind to hear these kind of takes, chat, but Discord went on to release something.
Why not? He's sensitive. I don't want him to cry.
Oh, addressing concerns, chat. Well, isn't it Tao? That Tao guy, you know what I'm talking about? Tao, more like Rizless, am I right, chat? So let's go take a look at what Discord had to say. As far as their addressing concerns, chat, let's go listen.
We've seen some questions about our age assurance update and we want to share more clarity.
Hoping you're going to address
how important
everything.
These changes are to our community.
Very true.
Here's what we want you to know.
Here we go. Discord is now requiring everybody to complete a face scan or upload an ID to use Discord. Okay. The vast majority of people can continue using Discord exactly as they do today without ever being asked to confirm their age. Okay. Well, that's a good thing, but again, you should not have to upload that data in the first place. But
you need to be an adult to access age-restricted experiences such as age-restricted servers and channels or to modify certain safety settings. For the majority of adult users, we will be able to confirm your age group using information we already have. We use age prediction to determine, with high confidence, when a user is an adult. This allows many adults to access age-appropriate features without completing an explicit age check. When additional confirmation is required, we offer multiple privacy-forward options through trusted partners.
Facial scans never leave your device. Discord and vendor partners never receive it. IDs are used to get your age only and then deleted. So then why can't I just... There's gotta be a better way than this, dude. I'm sorry, I'm moving my mouse around a lot to show my discourse with this. Is there not a better way, dude? Discord only receives your age, that's it. Identity is never associated with your account. Then why not? Why do you need the picture of my face in? Like, we hope this clarifies, or hopes to clarify some of your questions. This work is important because building a safer Discord requires a thoughtful approach alongside the communities who make Discord special. Again, they go on to like address a bunch of questions right here, talking about like, will I need to age assure to continue using Discord? No. When do I need to go through age assurance? You must be confirmed adult to access age-restricted content. The majority of Discord users don't have age-restricted content will never go through facial estimation flow, ID verification. Here's the important stuff. Here we go, chat. How does Discord use this data? We only get to your age from your ID verification process and an estimated age range from facial age estimation. So again, why do you need a picture of my face when you already have stuff in place to guesstimate my age anyway? Yeah, Lumi, it's been rough. How are you, cutie? We use this information for safety purposes and to help us deliver age-appropriate experience on Discord. We will not use your age assurance information to target you with advertisements, and we don't sell your data. You can control how we use your data. So, all right, there's an assurance that they will not sell our data, chat. They're promising us that, allegedly, right? Well, let's go take a look at what has actually been going on with those data collection, right, chat? Well, here we go. Discord has been caught lying. Discord caught ditching its current age verification provider for Persona. Not that kind of Persona. We're not talking about like Persona. No, they actually were using whatever that partner was, right? And of course, the provider, they ended up ditching them to use Persona. So of course here, you can see here, by clicking this button below, you can send to Persona, our vendor collecting, using, and utilizing their service providers to process your biometric information, etc. Right? Right here, you provide personal data to us at the direction of our customers so that our customer may verify your identity. We may also obtain personal data from other sources, such as third-party databases, government records, and other public available sources. Personal data we collect varies based on what you provide, what the customer has directed us to analyze, and what personal data is available from third parties. Wow, what a fucking surprise. Allegedly, the data is temporarily stored for up to 7 days and then quote-unquote deleted, right? So, and Persona has ties to multiple intelligence gathering companies. I have seen that reported as well.
Everyone
here,
worried about Discord's age verification rules was already proven completely justified. Even though they promised they'd keep everything on device, they also then disclosed certain users will be part of an experiment where they actually don't do that and instead work.
Oh yeah, by the way, remember when we said it would be a new device swap? You might be part of a select group of people that's just not true entirely. Oh, by the way, and we're not going to tell you if you're part of that group.
Persona to verify your data, and Persona just had a massive breach. Like,
wow, that's so crazy. You know, first Discord has a leak. Now Persona, which is the partner, also has a fucking leak.
This week, this breach wasn't of users' data. It's actually a bit worse than that, and it wasn't even hacked. All this info was just stored poorly because of an insecure server that exposed its real IP address.
We love that. So they just, a place that is supposed to, again, protect our private information, they actually just didn't protect our private information. That's crazy, chat. It's almost like they just left it out in the open for anybody to fucking just buy.
Yes, it was discovered that OpenAI and Persona have a database of watch-listed users, and they've been sharing info for at least 18 months. And it was further found out, thanks again to API leaks and back-end insecurity, that Persona is massively connected to sending IDs to the US government, and then the USA is using the person's face to connect it to financial records and sends that to various undisclosed departments within the government.
We love that. So wait a second. So not only are you sharing this information freely, but you stored it poorly, and you're also sharing it with the government too. Nice. Love that. Love that. We're really cooking out here, chat.
Why you always lying?
Oh my god. Stop fucking lying.
It classifies people as suspicious entities based on their face alone and screens people against 14 categories of adverse media and tracks them across 13 types of lists from browser fingerprints to geolocations. But also, this is bigger than Discord. Plenty of other companies use Persona for their ID verification. And again, this wasn't someone hacking into the internal workings. This was all discovered from publicly accessible, badly kept private data. So, you know, you can
publicly accessible, chat. Publicly accessible. We're so cooked. We're so cooked. Your digital fingerprint is what they're talking about. Your digital fingerprint. Now, I will tell you this, chat. Yeah, there is a little bit of two things for you. That is, I guess, the light at the end of the tunnel here. So, number one, PSA for Discord's huge age verification. You get hit by it, refuse to give them any ID or face scans as you should. Here's a way to just bypass it. Go to settings, family center, and it's enter date of birth that's 18 plus. It's really that simple. Give them nothing. Literally, you just go, okay, well, I'm age verified. Let me just go to, family center, confirm my age, and you can bypass it. Again, I don't know if this still works, but if you do have to do this yourself, this would be a good way to, kind of work around it, right? So, you see they verified your info. Good to go. So give that a shot. That might help you. We have a digital fingerprint. What? Nah, you're kidding, right? You're kidding, right? Like, um, but on top of that, chat, Steam actually announced something, very much in time with all of this, where they actually went on to say, the all new Steam chat, new friends list chat, voice chat features, a richer chat experience, better friend list organizing, making it easier, more fun to game with friends. So this is actually a great alternative if you don't want to use Discord anymore. Um, Digital fingerprint is a unique identifier generated by collecting specific data about a user's device, browser, and settings, such as screen resolution, installed fonts, and operating system to create a distinct, persistent profile. Unlike cookies, this tracking method is invisible, cannot be easily cleared, and is used for fraud detection, user authentication, and targeted advertisement. So basically, it's kind of like the way that they use to identify who you are. They're taking all the things that you do, using that and creating a profile, your digital fingerprint. Anyway, so this is a really great way to kind of bypass a lot of stuff. If you don't want to use Discord anymore, Steam Chat is here for you. So hell, I might even use it if it keeps getting worse. So I really encourage you guys to continue to educate yourselves about what's going on. Keep talking about it, and of course, just do not fork over your personal information, chat. Please do not. Please do not fork over your personal information, guys. It's scary. It's scary, guys. So be careful out there, okay? Be careful. In other news, I do want to mention to you something recently that happened here, and that is actually with Blue Point Studio, chat. Unfortunately, Blue Point's games studio responsible for the remake of like Demon Souls, Shadow of the Colossus, etc., is shutting down. Now, I'm not sure this might have to do with Concord. I don't know exactly what's going on, but it's just very unexpected. Again, there was a live service God of War game they were working on. So this definitely just sucks. Sony confirmed a Bloomberg report in the Blue Point Games, the Sony-owned studio, known for its remasters of games including Shadow of the Colossus and Demon Souls, is being closed in March. Shutdown will reportedly result in roughly 70 people being put out of work. So again, some people are saying maybe it's Concord related. I'm sure it probably is, right? But yeah, really sad to see such an amazing studio literally just get tossed into the wind like that. So yeah, bad investment choice, really. And this was actually the company that a lot of people were looking at for the remake, potentially of Bloodborne, right? Most recently, Blue Point was working in a live service God of War game, but Sony pulled the plug on that and several other projects following the disastrous release of Concord. Sony said in 2022 they wanted to release 12 live service games, but at the time that it rolled around, they canceled 8 of those projects. So rest in peace, the Bloodborne remakes. Funny enough, talking about the Bloodborne remakes, now that Blue Point is shutting down, this creator here, Maxime, actually released that they received a cease and desist about their Bloodborne remake project that they posted back in November 2024. They made this project, and Sony sent them this cease and desist. Hey, we represent Sony. As you know, we are the owner of Bloodborne video games and own a trademark registered for Bloodborne, as well as trademark registered in Europe, UK, United States, etc. Recently, it's come to our attention that you are utilizing the Bloodborne name in connection with a new video game titled Bloodborne Top-Down Arena that appears to be a remake of the Bloodborne game from a different perspective. So, again, they're just letting it sit there, letting it die, chat. But why are you making such absurd decisions, Sony, shutting down such a talented studio, while you're not even making a Bloodborne remake, and on top of that, sending cease and desist letters to small fan projects? Are you serious? So, yeah, I know we all agree that Sony just doesn't like money, dude. Like, they actually, I think, just fucking hate it. It's wild to me, chat. It's wild to me. It was really, really sad to see On top of that, chat, we have people like Nintendo as well, continuing to do the bare minimum by re-releasing Fire Red and Leaf Green for the Nintendo Switch 1 and 2. However, on top of to add to this, chat, what makes this so egregious is they're charging you $19.99 for that. You know, a game that is already highly emulated. I don't know, dude. I think the pricing is way too much here. And these emulated re-releases are just poor pricing. Not even Sony goes as far. Right. Exactly. Like, I'm okay with you re-releasing it, right? But why $20? Just for Pokemon Home compatibility? Nah, dude, I'm good. I'm good. Anyway, let's take a look at the trailer. It's exciting, don't get me wrong. We love to see Pokemon games being re-released, more accessible, but like, nah, dude. Yeah, the compatibility, I think, would be the only reason to want to get it. But you can literally play this for free right now, like anywhere. This is one of the most popular emulated Pokemon games. Yeah, I did hear it does include the events as well. I guess we'll see if that actually happens or not. I don't know. I think it's too much. Personally, I think it's too much. Yeah, there's so many ROM hacks, in-games, like so many cool things people have done with this particular game, like this one in particular. I don't think it says or anything, right? Yeah, I don't think it says, but I did see something about the Pokemon Home. Yeah, Infinite Fusion. Like, I mean, $5 for this is what I would expect, but there you go, chat. However, chat, there is light at the end of the tunnel. It's okay, chat. It's okay, because there is one game out there that will not let us down. One game that has always stood above the rest, that is our shining light inside of the video game sphere, chat. Well, recently, as of today, actually, Nier released a 10 million copy. No, Bebo, it's not you, Bebo. You're not the game. Yeah, $20 is too much. That's what I think. Bebo is the game that will... Okay, what the fuck, chat? What the fuck? I don't want to be a vtuber. Well, today, chat, Nier released a celebration of 10 million copies sold. Beautiful, right? You guys know Nier is one of my favorite games of all time. Awesome that they are celebrating this, right? If you've never played Nier, chat, you need to watch or play Nier. It's absolutely fucking incredible. It is so fucking good. Well, chat, something came out of this today that we need to look at together. Oh my god, it's so good. It's such peak gaming. I mean, I even went and saw the concert. We watched the anime as well. Yes, I am the only other vtuber in the world. Oh yeah, she does so many collabs and stuff. If you're not playing Nier, you're missing out. Yeah, that should be Nikkei. You're missing out if you haven't played this, chat. So this was awesome. I mean, 10 million copies sold, chat, is incredible. That is a huge milestone. Think about that, chat. Think about that. But chat, we finally got it. We're gonna get more Nier. Yes. Finally, my patience has paid off. My devotion to the game, it's paid off. Finally, there will be more. It's coming. Yes. I'm so excited. So this literally just came out, guys, a few hours ago. So I'm losing my shit about this. I'm absolutely gonna pop off. I'm so excited. So I want to share this with all of you today. This looks pretty
At least
fucking
they didn't
awesome,
put
chat.
any more in this ad.
Yeah. In other news, though, chat, let's take a moment here to talk about what's going on here recently within the world of movies and such. First up, guys, Incredibles has actually been added to the National Film Registry for its cultural and or historic importance to be preserved for future generations. So this movie is so fucking awesome. I can definitely see why it was included. Huge W. Huge W. In other news as well, guys, anybody here like the Sonic movies? Well, Kristen Bell is actually going to be voicing Amy Rose. That is right. She has been confirmed. I think it's a pretty good fit. I'm fine with that. Yeah, Incredibles is absolutely a great movie. So, yeah, this is a good fit. This is a good fit. On top of that as well, guys, there is a new trailer out here for Toy Story 5. That is coming out June 19th. Let's take a look at the trailer. I haven't watched this yet, chat. Yeah, I haven't watched this yet at all.
Husband and knife. Who poisoned the maid of honor?
Bonnie, there's a package for you.
Oh, thank you. Hi.
Oh God, we were talking about this earlier. They're just putting the kids on the internet. She's gonna go straight to Discord. No, not the iPad kid.
There, I'm Lilypad. Let's play.
Oh God, it's over, chat. Oh my God.
Screen time's over now.
Okay.
I want to talk to you, Device.
Please, call me Lily.
Me and the toys have been working all summer to try and get Bonnie to make friends.
Yeah.
But then you had to ruin
Got
it.
it.
You're not even listening to me.
I'm always listening. See? Now look here. Me and the toys have been working all
It's Joe over, chat. It's Joe over.
What?
Yeah, I got dibs on behind the dresser.
Jesse, hello? Is it as bad out there for toys as they say it is?
We're finding more abandoned toys each day.
We're down! Tex invaded our house, too.
I don't know, Jesse.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I really did not like 4 that much. But maybe they'll redeem it
Toys
with
are
this
for
one.
play, but tech is for everything.
I'm losing
It's kind of
Bonnie.
sad though. Like if you think about it, like everything with tech just totally took over. I mean, I can't even remember the last time I played with my Barbie doll. You know, like when was the pivotal moment where I stopped playing with my Barbie doll and picked up a phone or something? You know, like it's kind of sad to think about that, chat. You know.
Me to this device.
You got a friend.
Woody!
Came here as fast
God,
as I could.
Woody.
Why are you wearing a dress, Woody? It's called a poncho, Forky.
Whoa!
Wait, is he bald?
Halt! Who goes there?
I didn't realize he was bald.
It's been too long, cowboy.
When he's
What are you,
balding,
some sort
bro.
of old man toy?
What?
She thinks you're old because you're bald, Woody.
Bonnie needs help from someone at least from the same century. So long, toys.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like the iPad being the evil thing. That's funny.
We're gonna need backup. No way.
I can't wait to get demonetized.
Our mission on this planet is to make a child happy.
Yeah, this actually looks cute.
Bonnie still needs us. Come on, Bullseye!
Buzz, you stay here. I'm going with them. You don't think I can do it?
No!
Nice poncho.
It's good to see them fighting again.
It sure is.
Okay, I might be actually interested in this slightly, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I think it'll be cool to see this is the villain, right? I think it'll be fun. Yeah, so many references, actually. I don't know. It looks better than 4, that's for sure. Premise is very intriguing. They have me sold. Yeah, I mean, like, again, I think it's so relatable, right? Like how tech has taken over so much, especially with you know, the era of the iPad kids. So once she finds a VTuber, oh my God, imagine she finds a fucking VTuber. Oh yeah, they just released the English version of the JoJo trailer, the one that they released I think it was like a month ago. They have it in English now if you want to watch it. So, yeah, I feel like 3 was perfect as well. I don't understand why we got more, but, you know, it is what it is. So, wait till Toy Story 6 until everybody is fighting because of VTubers arriving. Exactly. It's like, we don't need toys when we have VTubers. Oh my god. I'm thrown up by the command console being open, but showing Mac like Windows, yeah, I'm a nerd. Oh, you're talking about the thing? We got more because of money. I mean, yes, but we can also point out that it was bad, right? So, what's up, Suncheap? I'm sad because you actually came right at the end, dude. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today and talking about all these crazy fucking topics today. It's been a wild one. Oh, wow, you're just not gonna rate her? Okay, that's fine. You know, fuck you too, computer. I don't like you either. You know what? Fuck you too. I just wanted to read Maple Ticket. All right, let's try this again. There we go. All right. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me and chatting about everything. I appreciate all of you. And coming to our IRL news segment, our non-VTuber segment, I gotta say, guys, I've been very pleasantly surprised how much you guys have been enjoying the non-VTuber news as well. So that means the world to me for you guys just showing up in general. So thank you so much. Tomorrow, guys, I'm going to be hanging out with Chunky Lotus, and she's going to be teaching me how to play Helldivers. I've never played Helldivers, but we're going to get an expert to show me, okay? I'm super pumped. So please have a great rest of your day. I'm going to be hanging out Discord later, probably playing some Night Raid. So come join in and hang out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Bye, everybody. Bye, YouTube. Take care. Bye, guys. Have a good one. Bye, Twitter. See you around. Bye, Twitch. Have a good one, cuties. Have fun with Maple. She's fantastic.